Thomas, it's up for grabs now. Thomas, right at the end.
And it's Tony Adams put through by Steve Ball. Would you believe it? Is in for Arsenal and sweeps it home. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. He stripped it away from Carr. Henry!
And it's Arsenal! Arsenal FC! Here's my phone, see!
It's time to go!
Hello, how are we all? Are we locked in? We're locked in. Brilliant. Hope you're well, guys. Thank you for tuning in once again. Claude and the Bats just come on in full effect. Now, before I go on, I did the stream yesterday for the Wales game, right? Over 7,000 people watched and we barely got over 100 likes. I'm not having that. It's absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to make a big thing of this today. Please smash the likes. Everyone who's in the chat right now, smash the likes, please. Because to have 7,000 people watch something and only over 100 likes, that tells me that I must have done an absolute poor job yesterday. And to be totally honest, I don't think I did. The game was poor. The game was bad, let's be honest. But, you know, we made the most of it. We had a lot of banter in there and we had a good laugh. And, you know, if we're going to do this again, then, yeah, please smash the likes. You know, if it's going to be a poor game today, then the least we can do is smash the likes and have a bit of a laugh once again. Now, before I go on and rinse Terrence again, just want to give a shout out to the guys in the chat. Max Sonley's in the chat. Up you all, mate. David Dundas, Mosley. Haven't seen you before, mate, but appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. Facundo Pelistri. Hope you're well, mate. Christian Tate's in the chat. Omar's in the chat. AJ Byer in the chat. Big up to yourself as well, AJ. Good to speak to you on Instagram yesterday, mate. My guy Jake's in the chat. Hope you're well, Jake. Hope you're good, mate. Who else have we got? Jimmy D. I don't even call you James Dunlop anymore. It's Jimmy D now, all the way. We've got the Wiz Jim in the chat. Hope you're good, mate. Another one I haven't seen before. Blimey, some newbies. Love it. Randy Viper. Come on, Randy. He's in the chat. Hope you're good, mate. Bat of Krypton. Sick name. Hope you're well, mate. Steve RFC7's in the chat. Beaker's in the chat. N7 Gamer 69 in the chat. N7 Gamer 69, my favourite number. I wonder why. Hope you're good, mate. Warren's Team Talk. Everybody subscribe to Warren. I say this every stream, and yet he still doesn't have anywhere near the amount of followers he should have, or subscribers, I should say. So please, go and follow Warren. One of my personal favourites, Craig David all over you. Come on, big up yourself. Hope you're good, mate. More Than a Wheelchair. Another sick name. Love it. More Than a Wheelchair. A name like that, you've been about, mate. I'm telling you now. You've had your fair share of birds. Who else we got? We've got Daniel Ty in the chat as well. Hope you're good, mate. I will get through these as quick as I can, guys. But I do think you all deserve a mention. Let's be real. So where did I end up? Daniel Ty's in the chat. Hope you're good, Daniel. And lovely comment. All right, Diesel. That intro with Claude in it gets me every time. Exactly, mate. That's why we play it. I love the intro. Now, we are trying to sort of jazz it up a little bit, mate, because I understand the graphics on it are quite poor, but the intro itself is absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, we will be doing that, updating it somewhat, but it will remain the same, yeah? Stephen Creamer's in the chat. Hope you're good. Diego, Craig Malloy. Lovely guy, Craig. Hope you're good, mate. Palace Haunter's in the chat. Dowie Boyton. Lovely. Do you know what, Dowie? I have Dowie Egbert's cappuccino, right? This is what I've got now. I'm a coffee man, as you guys know. I would be having a beer today, but obviously I'm on a proper serious diet, yeah, so I'm trying to be as good as possible. The one and only Arsenal Manic's in the chat. Hope you're good, mate. Andrew Georgopoulos. I think I've pronounced that all right. Andrew, hope you're good, mate. Jason Jetson's in the chat. Come on, Jace. And I think that's about it. Oh, sorry, how could I forget him? London Boy. Big up, London Boy. Right, okay. I can't see any more comments, so I'm assuming that's about it. Right, guys. Right, so firstly, I spoke to Terrence last night. Naughty boy he was. He was meant to do the stream last night for the Belgium game. As you all know, he was shacked up with Mikel. Mikel wouldn't untie him, so therefore he couldn't do the stream. So I do apologise for that. So yeah, I've had a go at him. He's on a written warning. And obviously, as we all know, today's Sunday. He's still part of the weekend. He's still with Mikel. However, I spoke to him. I did ring him up a couple of times earlier on, and Mikel managed to untie him for 5 minutes. So I got to speak to him on the phone. So Terrence, I believe, will be appearing on around about half time, and I think he's going to come on again if Mikel unties him again. That is at the end of the game. So, yeah, you will get your little piece of eye candy, guys. I can assure you. And I apologise, it's only me today, but you know, we all know that Terrence is the eye candy. So yeah, I can only apologise. You're stuck with me. But you know, it is what it is. It could be worse. But listen, I said this to you guys yesterday in the stream. You know, it's the Euros. I love the Euros, but for some reason, this time round, it's not really gripping me. Yeah, it's not really giving me a buzz. I woke up this morning knowing England are playing today, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Call me stupid, but yeah, I am feeling a little bit of excitement now, purely because it's England. And do you know what else I reckon it is? It's because I've also got them in the sweepstake as well. So because I've got England in the sweepstake, I think that plays a little part in it. So there you go. I'm hoping it's going to be a decent game today. Now, look, guys, I saw a few of you touch on the starting lineup. Now, on purpose, I haven't seen it yet. All right, because I wanted to gauge the reaction of everybody, and obviously myself as well, whilst I'm doing this stream. So I'm going to go through it now. Hand on heart, I swear to God, I don't know the reaction. I've stayed off social media more or less today. So let's have a look now. No doubt it's going to upset me, but we'll see. So, guys, for anyone who doesn't know, and I know a lot of you do know, but for the guys in the chat who don't know, and the guys at home watching who don't know what the lineup is, here it is. So in goal, we've got Jordan Pickford, right back. So it looks like he's doing a 4-2-3-1 here. Carl Walker's at right back. Two centre halves. You've got John Stones and Tyrone Mings. And on the left, you've got Kieran Trippier's at left back. Okay. Midfield, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice. You've got Raheem Sterling on the right, from how it looks. In the middle, you've got Mason Mount, Phil Foden, and up front, Harry Kane. Okay, so number one, why is Kieran Trippier starting at left back? I don't get that. You've got Chilwell and you've got Shaw on the bench. Are they on the bench? Shaw's on the bench. Who did I say? Shaw and Chilwell. Chilwell's not even on the bench. What's going on here? Wow, okay. Well, guys, oh, do you know what? It's like we're doing a watch along for the Arsenal when I'm seeing a Mikel Arteta lineup and I'm just looking at it thinking, what is this man on? What is he doing? So Kieran Trippier's at left back. He's this. Do you know what, guys? This is the reason why I cannot get behind this team. Honestly, it's an absolute. Not behind the team, sorry, the manager. I should say that. The manager, absolutely clueless. Once again, Grealish. Where's Grealish? He's our best player. Where is he? Is he on the bench? He's on the bench. Saka's on the bench, although I didn't think Saka would start. I knew Sterling would start. I can't believe he's not played Grealish. I think that's absolutely shocking. Oh, my God, here he is. Hell's untied him, everybody. He's untied him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just about. I can hear the dog more than you. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Mikel must have pulled him away from the camera. Yeah, I can't believe Trippier's starting, mate. Guys, I think that's absolutely shocking. Samuel's in the chat. Samuel Pinsley, hope you well, mate. Sancho's not even on the bench. Can someone sit me down and explain to me why he's gone with that? I want someone to explain it to me. Honestly, he must have been taking tips from Mikel. I don't know what it is. Trippier, Lone Star. I totally agree. I don't know why he's doing that. Terry, have you seen the lineup?
I've seen the lineup, mate. Absolutely shocking. How on earth Grealish is not in that starting lineup? I do not know, mate. But again, wait.
Oh dear.
Sorry, got a dog party going on too. Hold up. We've been saying this all the time now, haven't we, Diesel? Do you know what I mean? This is the thing with Gareth Southgate. We didn't think he was going to pick the right team, but yeah, I mean, I don't know where Grealish is. For me personally, I'd have played Saka and all. I think he should have started, and I don't know about Tyrone Mings. What about you, Diesel?
I don't mind Tyrone Mings. It's not so much the defence. I say that it's not so much the centre backs. Trippier's at left back. Trippier.
I know Trippier left back. I know.
You got Ben Chilwell. How are you picking Trippier at left back? I don't understand that.
I have no idea. I have no idea what he's doing. But I don't know. I must admit, I wasn't into this Euros. We was a little bit subdued, I think. But today, looking at everyone out on the street, seeing all the flags out, you know what I mean? It started to get me a little bit, you know what I mean? Going again.
You know what I mean?
Southgate, you know what I mean? He puts that team out, and automatically we're on the back foot again, mate.
Yeah. I'm the same as you. I woke up this morning knowing that obviously, we're playing today. Plus, I've got them in the sweepstake. So I must admit, I'm starting to get a little bit revved up. And I've just seen this lineup, and I purposely didn't. I only found out what the lineup was on this stream. I purposely didn't want to see it. I wanted to gauge everyone's reactions on here, and to see that he's picked Trippier at left back when we've got a left back on the bench. Does that remind you of anyone, Till?
I'll leave that one down to you. Diesel, I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to try and sort the volume out because I can just about hear you. I'll pop on at half time, mate. But my prediction, I'm going to go, looking at that lineup, I'm going to go for maybe England to win it 2-1, nick it at the end.
Right, okay. Not a problem.
But I'll try and jump on at half time, mate, and give you an update.
Yeah, no worries. All right, mate.
And everyone, big up Diesel for doing this on his own. He's done some great streams lately. Everyone, hit the like button. Come on, for God's sakes, hit the like button. Show your love for Diesel.
We need you on. You're the eye candy here, mate, not me.
Listen, mate, I'll shoot back on at half time.
Yeah, cool. All right, mate. No
Thanks a lot. See you later, everyone.
No wrong, mate. No regards to Mikel. Warren, Diesel, just wait. If Mikel gets the sack, Terry will want Southgate as Arsenal's manager. Southgate and Arteta are two peas from the same pod, but being a good jock, I love it. I know, do you know what I mean? I don't see the difference, mate. Big up to DJ Crane as well in the chat. I just think it's shocking, mate. Guys, it's just shocking. The teams are coming up on the screen at the moment. As soon as the game starts, I'll let you guys know what time I'm in. To be totally honest with you, I think I impressed everyone yesterday because I wasn't 50 minutes behind. I was actually more or less bang on the money. So yeah, we should be all right. Daniel Ty as well. First super chat of the day, Daniel. That will go towards my sirloin tonight. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate your donation. Daniel's put loving Foden's hair. Laugh out loud. I've just seen it as well. Basin, mate. Basin haircut. Do you remember that from back in the day? That saying, right? It's like a bowl, isn't it? You put your head on the bowl and you just cut around it. Listen, let's see what Foden does. Foden's a quality player as well. I'm glad he's starting. I would have loved to have seen Jack Grealish involved. I hear what Terrence is saying about Saka. I'm not too. Listen, being an Arsenal player, obviously, you want your club players to start. I'm not surprised about Saka not starting. I think it's obviously they're gonna use him I think they're going to use him off the bench. He's not going to be a starter, not yet anyway. But I'm gutted about Trippier being at left back. I think that's shocking. I think questions have got to be asked. But are they going to put it on him? It's the same with Mikel. These managers, they get away with murder. But anyway, the game's kicked off. I'm on 11 seconds, 12 seconds, 13, 14. Yeah. Daniel Ty, thank you very much, mate. Once again, really appreciate that. Lily Kells in the chat. Hope you're well, darling. Yay, the band is back together. Hello, Terrence. Hello, Ahmed. Enough of that. Hope you're good. Do you agree Luka Modric is probably the best player on that pitch? I do, yeah. Well, midfielder-wise, yes. Modric is class. I know people say he's aging and, he's getting older. He's a kind of player, he doesn't need pace, Liam. He can dictate the tempo, he can control the play. Midfielders like that, they're gold. And you never lose it. Modric is class. He doesn't need to be the quickest on the pitch. It's all about his vision and the way he dictates tempo. This is why I always say, guys, when people say the Premier League is the best league in the world, I don't agree with that. I think it's the most unpredictable league in the world. I agree with that. Take all the foreigners out, would it be the best league in the world? No. Personally, I think you're talking chess and checkers. Spanish league, in terms of football technique, I still think the Spanish La Liga's up there for me. Over in this country, it's a lot of kick and rush. I like technique. I like watching proper ballers, But when you look at their training over there abroad, they're taught ball skills from the age of 3, 4, 5. When it's like over here, coaches teach the English kids those sort of ball skills when they're sort of 14, 15. It's chalk and cheese, mate. We have another, Pepsi Pack. Come on, man. I'm trying to lose weight here. What are you guys doing to me? Pepsi Pack, no, I really appreciate that, mate. Obviously, I need to eat. I don't want to waste away. You know that. Chips with that sirloin. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. And they will be steak cut chips. Yeah? All right, let's get the most for our money. So thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Pepsi Pack, always a real one. You know that. Thank you, mate. Big up yourself. Chris Davidson's in the chat. I hope the bub as well, mate. And the missus asked you this yesterday, but I'm going to ask you every time I see your name in the chat, Chris. You know that. Because we're family, mate. You know that. Come on. Big up yourself. Hope you had a good weekend. Mate, it's lovely. Finished the stream yesterday. Went over the park. Had a bit of a run. Do you know what I mean? Worked up a sweat, mate. Went gym this morning. So, yeah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. Looking forward to this game for my sins. But, yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see what's what. Score prediction. Right, okay. So Terrence reckons England are going to win this 2-1. I'm going to go 1-1. I think it's going to be a cagey affair. I think it's going to be a draw. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Guys in the chat, tell me what you think. The McChronicles in the chat. Big up yourself, mate. Sorry I'm late. Yesterday was my birthday and the patios are open this weekend here in Toronto. Diesel laugh incoming. Come on, McChronicle. Hope you're well, mate. Big up yourself and happy birthday, mate. I hope you had a good one. Certainly got the weather for it, haven't you? Toronto. Do you know what? There's quite a few people, right, from Canada in here. Big up yourselves. Lovely country. It's a place I really want to go. Stan comes on here sometimes as well. Everyone knows Stan the man. Accrington Stanley. He's in Canada as well. So when we do go at some point, it'd be nice to obviously catch up with Stan over there. And McChronicle, if you're about, mate, go for a pint or something. Always wanted to go to Canada. It looks gorgeous. So thank you very much, mate, for that comment, and I hope you're good. Have a great birthday, mate. Right, in terms of score predictions, I also went to the Park Diesel. I got my COVID vaccine on Tuesday. Come on, Steve. Hope you're feeling okay, mate. There's a lot of people I know who've been affected by the first one, but then there's also a lot of people who are fine. So, yeah, affects us all differently, didn't it? Yes, they are great, mate. Thank you as always. Come on, Chris. No worries, mate. Never got to say thank you to us. Andrew, right. Andrew's going for a 1-1 draw. Chris Davidson's going 2-1 England. Steve agrees with me, 1-1. Warren agrees with me, 1-1. Jimmy D agrees with me, 1-1. Blimey, yeah, come on. Diesel speaks sense. You know that. AJ Byatt, 2-1 England. Footy Chats, he's going 2-1 England. Big up yourself, Footy, as well, mate. Hope you're good. Oh, hang on. Give me 2 secs. Have I missed a super chat? I think I have. Tell me I haven't. No. I hate missing these super chats. I feel so bad when I miss them, guys, honestly. Have I? Oh, no. Daniel Ty. Another one. Thank you very much. Daniel. How close I was to missing that, Daniel. This is what I say to you guys. Always give me a nudge. And you guys have. So thank you very much. Daniel Ty. Oh, Daniel. Honestly, mate. Humbling, mate. Really appreciate this. Here you go, mate. This will help with your sirloin. Come on, Danny boy. Boom. Right, so what's that now? What can I have? What can I have today? Can I have the same as last night? So it's going to be a sirloin steak. It's going to be steak, cut, chips, onion rings. I love onion rings, guys. And onions on the side. And if I can get myself a pudding as well, my favourite is always sticky toffee pudding with ice cream or custard. But don't get it twisted. I don't stir anyone else's custard, just mine. But you know what? On this occasion, I'm going to go for an ice cream. A sticky toffee pudding and an ice cream. Daniel Ty, thank you very much, mate. You are ensuring, as well as the other guys, that I shall be eating once again tonight. So thank you very much. I haven't got to worry about tomorrow until tomorrow morning comes. I'm worried about today, Daniel, is today, mate. Tonight, after this game. Have a right good munch. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, mate. Oh, guys, I tell you, I love yous. God, I'm excited now about my sirloin. Right, Anthony Smith's in the chat. Diesel, you legend. Hope you're keeping warm, my man. Come on, Anthony. All good, mate. Hope you are too. Watching the game. Off the post for I've got to start watching the game. I love talking to you guys too much. Do you know what, Sadiq? Right, come. In fact, I've got it on the telly, right? But I'm also going to try and get it on my phone as well because I have to keep turning my head like that. But yeah, we've hit the post. I think it was Foden. Someone's put Gazza's hit the post. That was London boy. Now, judging by that, I'm assuming you're talking about Foden because of the hairstyle. So, that was number 10. That was Sterling in the box. Tried to get a shot away, but obviously was blocked by the defender. It's gone out for a corner to England. Mason Mount with a pass. Oh, hang on. Was he offside? No, I think he was on Sterling. Yeah, he didn't get to the ball in time. He tried to cut in, actually, but yeah, defender got the ball from him. It's gone out for a corner. Right, let's see what happens here. Okay, Mason Mount with a corner. Corner goes in. Oh, John Stones tried to get it up, but no. Right, gone out for a throw now. Calvin Phillips, that hairstyle, that is mad. Tyrone Mings on the ball now. Plays it out to John Stones. From what I can see, guys, I think we've started okay. We just need to go for the throw. If we can get an early goal, that would be absolutely brilliant. Come on. I've got you guys in the sweepstake. Don't let me down. Come on. Let's shock the world. I'm watching on BBC One, mate. It's on BBC One. Timestamp, I'm on 7:15. Blimey, footy chats. I'm actually ahead of someone. Mad, isn't it? I'm on 9:27, 9:28, 9:29, 9:30. That's what I'm on right now. Got into the box, cleared by Croatia, headed out. We get it back. Calvin Phillips on the ball. Christ, he's got two players on him. Passes it back to Tyrone Mings. Well played, Calvin Phillips. John Stone's on the ball now. Back to Tyrone Mings. Trippier on the ball. Come on to Sterling. Mason Mount. Great turn by Mason Mount. Oh, poor control there by Carl Walker. That was a pass from Calvin Phillips to him. Poor control. Gone out for a throw. AJ, excuse me, Diesel. I need to say thank you so much for your message on Instagram. It really means a lot. You are really one big love, my guy. No, anytime, man. Anytime, AJ, mate. Anytime. And you know what? Thank you for the message, mate. Thank you for telling me about, obviously, about your situation. And listen, mate. We've all been there. We've all been there. There's a lot of people who are still going through it right now. And you know what? It's always nice to talk to someone, mate. As well, so we're all here. We're not going anywhere. So anything you ever need, mate, we're here. Yeah. Listen, we're just real people here. So, and it's not just myself and Terrence. You got all the guys in the chat as well. Everybody in the chat gets on. Before I come on the stream, I could see all you guys saying hello to each other and stuff like that. I love all that. I love that shit. I love all that. So you know what? Fair play to yourselves, man. All of you. Big up. Mohammed, hey guys, what do you think of Alex Scott and Karen on BBC One? They don't draw for me. Alex Scott, mate, all day long. I would, all day long. I think that's the question you're asking me. If it's not, then I've just embarrassed myself, haven't I? But you know what? I don't really care. Find me a guy who wouldn't. You'll struggle, trust me. Diesel, I'm asking you the question. What time are you on? Come on, Liam. I was waiting for Tony Blackwell to come out and say that, but I haven't seen him. 11:59, 12 minutes, 12:01, 12:02, 12:03. We ain't been that bad, if I'm honest, guys. The opening 12 minutes, we're putting them under pressure. It's all been in Croatia's half at the moment. So, yeah, we've just got to apply the pressure. I'll tell you something, Modric, it's just class. Every time he gets the ball, look, it's just so controlled. Class. Love Modric. Daniel Ty, blimey, you're trying to get me overweight, you are, aren't you, mate? I've lost all this weight, and you're trying to put it all back on. But no, all joking aside, Daniel, thank you very much, mate. So the sirloin steak, the onion rings, the onions, the steak cut chips, the sticky toffee pudding with ice cream, and on top of that now, I can afford to get a latte as well. So I'm going to have that as well. Yeah, I love a coffee after a meal as well. So Daniel, thanks to you, I can now get all of that. That's my munch, my dinner, my dessert sorted tonight. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Daniel's put Diesel, when this channel blows up, please don't change. No chance, mate, no chance. Listen, if I do change, you guys in the chat, right, remember this stream that we're on now, yeah? Remember this stream. If I ever do, I won't, but if I ever do, and you guys notice it, I want you all to call me out. All of you, call me out, right? You have my permission to do that. But you won't have to, mate, because I never will. So I never will, Daniel, mate, never will. Always speak truth. And listen, it's nice to be liked. But at the end of the day, I'd rather someone like me because I'm a straight up bloke rather than just someone who nice to your face, but behind your back, I'm not one of them. So, yeah, Daniel, I really appreciate that comment, mate. Really appreciate that comment. Thank you. And do you know what, guy? Mikhail, good day, Diesel. I've been completely disgusted with social media. Everyone is putting the picture up with Eriksen's crying wife. So disrespectful, leave her alone. All this for some likes, no class. Do you know what, Mikhail? That sort of brings me on. Sorry, guys. My fault. I wanted to mention that at the start of the stream, but I had so much going on in my head. Listen, I just to prove it, go to my Twitter, guys. I tweeted it out yesterday. Massive big up and respect to Christian Eriksen. We hope he pulls through. Great news that he's conscious. I didn't see it in real time. I think Kenny Kane told me about it. I was doing something at the time. I was out. I was over the park, and I think Kenny told me about it, and I I went onto YouTube and had a look. And I'll tell you something. When I saw it, I thought the worst. I'm not going to lie. I thought the worst. It just goes to show, doesn't it? Here's me trying to sort of, get back into shape and look after my health. And you've got a guy there who's an athlete, top player. And it could just happen to anyone. He was obviously fit enough to start the game. I don't know what it was, what brought it on, but it was absolutely scary. And do you know what? A big up as well to Simon, their captain. Is it Simon Kerr or Kjaer? Apologies if I've butchered his surname. But what a hero. He ran to Eriksen's wife, consoled her. And I think he was the one who stopped Eriksen from obviously swallowing his tongue. I thought he was absolute first class. And I'll tell you something, he needs to be awarded for that. They've got to do something for him for that. And if they don't, it's an absolute disgrace. And I'll tell you something else, Mikel, touching on what you said there, mate. This is something I touched on yesterday. There are so many scumbags on social media, whether it be Twitter's the main one, it's the worst one. Yeah, and there will be people on there who are going to be putting pictures on of his wife, trying to make it into a thing because obviously he's ex-Spurs. Yeah, so he's probably going to get trolled, Eriksen. His wife's probably going to get trolled. It's disgusting, but you know what? We're not shocked, are we? Because the world we live in now, there's not many decent people about anymore, but the scumbags are on the rise. And that's just a fact. We've seen it with Claude. We're seeing it now with Eriksen and his wife. It's absolutely disgusting. But what do you expect? It's one of them. Honestly, guys, it's one of them. I was also disgusted with BBC, if I'm honest, for the coverage. BBC are saying it wasn't them, it was UEFA, whoever it is. Disgusting. I see Ian Wright tweeted, cut to the studio for fuck's sake. And he's totally right. But it just goes to show that anything for views, anything for people to watch it. They class that as entertainment, and it's disgusting. But that's the English media for you guys, unfortunately. So, yeah, when I'm on here and I'm calling things out and I'm calling people out, you guys now know why, didn't you? Because they deserve to be called out. Absolute scumbags. I've got another super chat here, and this one's by Gio. Gio, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate you. How are you? It's been a while. Hey, big AC Milan fan. Gio's put big up Diesel. England's lineup was a weird one, but they are playing well, and Diesel will never change. He's a real one. Come on, Gio. You know that, mate. I never will. Why? Don't need to, do I? So, no. Listen, I'll never change, mate. If anything, the bigger we get, the more I want to give back. And obviously, we're talking about that myself, Terrence, Leanne as well. We're talking about obviously what more we can do for you guys going forward. So we're going to be talking about giveaways. We're going to be talking about prizes. We've got all these ideas floating around in our head. We are meeting up soon, obviously, to put these plans into place as well. So, guys, all I can say to you is thanks for your patience. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us. There's a lot more coming for this channel, yeah? Right, we've got some big ideas. I'm not happy just staying at 35,000. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant, lovely. It's a lot of people, but the potential of this, I think, can eclipse 50. I think it can go on, but it can only go on if we do our bit, and we will be doing our bit. So, Gio, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. As always, top fella. Really nice, mate. Diesel, you are a real one, always have been and always will be. Not a chance that you will ever change. If in the unlikely event that you do, I will streak down the street. Do you know what? Just for that, I might change. Come on, Warren. Now, that I'd love to see. Not many would, Warren, but I would. I'm a nut like that, mate. Come on. Diesel is family. Come on, Chris. It's all about family, mate. All about family. You know that. Craig Malloy, big up to yourself, mate. Big respect to the medical team for what they did for Christian Eriksen. Craig, I couldn't agree more. Big up to his teammates. Big up to their captain, Simon Kjaer, I think that's his name. And the referee, fair play. Is Anthony Stevens? Listen, he gets a lot of stick and rightly so. But, yesterday, listen, nothing but respect for him. So yeah, I'm just glad Eriksen's all right. From what I'm seeing, he's conscious. Yeah, I think he's spoken to his teammates. I think he's left them a video message. He looks to be through it now. He looks to be okay. He's on the mend, and thank God for that. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I first saw that, I thought the worst. I thought, oh my God, but luckily he's all right. And that's why I sent that tweet out. I don't care if he's ex-Spurs. I mean, when things like that happen, it's not about rivalry anymore. It's not about, as they say, football has no colours. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, it's a human being, and at the end of the day, that's a man who's got a wife. He's probably got kids. I think of them. I think of family. So, there you go. Craig David all over you. Love it. Alex Scott is unreal. Mate, she's buff. Hear that word, buff? I ain't said that word in time. Why did I say that? But yeah, she's buff. Let me tell you another word, right, that the youngsters are hit with at the moment. She's peng bloke. Remember that, guys? Remember that word? Quality. Nah, she's lovely, mate. Honestly, really nice. I don't rate her at all as a pundit, mind you, but to look at, all day long. Will Eriksen play again? I really hope we can see him on the pitch again. I hope so, mate. Wouldn't surprise me one little bit. When I first saw that, I thought there's no chance. Even when I found out he was out, he was conscious and he was on the mend. I can't see how he's going to play on after that, if I'm honest. But you never know. You never know. Listen, health is wealth, as they say. Your health comes first. He's obviously a multi-millionaire. Just retire, enjoy your time with your family now, man. Like, you've done what you've had to do. He's been a top player, but he's got to put his health first. I don't think, even if he wanted to carry on, I can't see his missus agreeing to it, if I'm honest. Imagine how she must have felt watching from the sidelines, not knowing what's going on. Horrible. Yeah, Twitter's the worst place on the planet. Should be shut off. London boy, exactly. Yeah, they need to bring in the ID. I keep saying this. No ID, no proof of who you are, then you can't have an account. That would eliminate all of this like that. And yet, for some reason, the government don't want to do it. And I don't know why. It's obviously something to do with money. Because let's be honest, it all comes back to money, doesn't it? So, there you go. Right. Supposed to be we better watch a bit of the game. Not much is happening at the moment, guys. It's still England 0, Croatia 0, 22 minutes gone. Long ball up, Harry Kane's chase. He's not got to it. Croatia on the ball at the moment. Come on, England, press. Mason. I'm not into this walking lark. Come on. Oh, Modric on the ball. Modric has gone down. Is that a free kick? No, referee's played on. Lovely. Back to the Croatia keeper. Come on. Press, guys, press. Harry Kane, press. What's going on? Giving them all the time on the ball. That's what they want. Press them. Go on, Kane. Press. Foden. Press. Run to them. Oh. These guys have been watching Arsenal too much. Cross comes in from Croatia. Oh, headed out by Tyrone Mings. Gone out for a throw. Do you know what? Looks like Croatia. The first sort of 10, 15 minutes, it was all England. I'm seeing now that Croatia are trying to, they're finding their game a little bit now. They're getting themselves on the ball quite a bit more. We have to stop allowing them to play because they passed the ball pretty well, Croatia. We need to be pressing them. We need to be on them, guys. All right, that's gone out for a goal kick to England. All right, so while we're waiting for the next highlight, Right, guys, what's the situation with the likes? If anyone can tell me, please, I'd really appreciate that. Where's Terrence? Is he boycotting the English team till they give Arteta the job as English manager? Mate, if that's what he's doing, I'll tell you what, you won't ever see him ever again. He's actually funny, that. He's actually with Mikel at the moment. They're having a nice barbecue together, you know, tapas and all that kind of stuff. 67 likes, that's crap. My God, guys, come on, smash the likes, please. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna wind everyone up. Honestly, 68 now. Woo! 70 now. Woo! Come on, come on. You think this is easy to do? Come on, guys. Come on, show your appreciation, please. 72 now. Thank you, Warren. Do you know what is funny? Right, it's similar to what I was saying yesterday. There's not many people I know. A lot of my guys, my mates, no one's indoors watching this. They're all at the pub, watching it in the pub. Obviously, it's another gorgeous day out today. Sun's shining. It's so hot. Yeah, everyone's out at the moment. You know, it's Sunday, last day of the week until everyone's back at work tomorrow. So everyone's out and about. So, yeah, when I see that the views are quite low, it doesn't really surprise me. If you look at the one we did last night, poor game, that obviously reeled in, over 7,000 views. So, which shocked me a little bit because there wasn't that many in the chat. But it just goes to show, yeah, what I'm saying. A lot of people are out and about, and obviously they'll watch it on playback, which is fine. You know, the main thing is England's on, the pubs are open, you know, and do you know what? You cannot beat a nice cold pint on a sunny day. You can't beat that. So, yep, I totally agree. Footy chats, come on, tell them, mate. Tell them, brother. Hit the like button, people. Thank you very much. Chris Davidson as well. Tell them again, 68 likes. Come on, people, let's get 100. Conwis, another lovely bloke. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Diesel, Piler and chill. Do you know what I mean? Forget the Netflix. Drop that. It's Piler and chill with young Terrence and Mikel. You should have streamed at the pub, Diesel. Yeah, mate, I'll tell you what, going forward, might be an idea. Might be an idea to do that, mate. Did anything happen with that Foals and Horses prize draw you were talking about? Do you know what? It's funny you say that, Warren, because we're actually looking at doing another one. I did speak to Anthony Costa, our good friend Anthony, the other week about doing one. So yeah, when he's ready, because we can't do a stream without him. I think we'll probably be doing a giveaway on that as well. So yeah, watch this space, mate. Watch this space. We've got so many ideas, guys, that it's hard to really do it by text or over the phone. We really all do need to meet up and put it into practice, you know. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Steve, let's get to 200 likes. Exactly, mate. Come on, the more the merrier. Joshua Collins, been a while since I've seen you, Josh. Hope you're good, mate. He's put, yes, Diesel, been having an argument with my pal and would like you to settle it. Would you rather Arsenal win the Europa League or England win the World Cup? I'm personally club of the country. Do you know what, Josh? If that was Arsenal to win the Champions League, I'd pick that. But Europa over the World Cup, I'm going for England to win the World Cup. But if you change that to Arsenal winning the Champions League, then I'm going for Arsenal winning the Champions League, if that makes sense. I don't think the Europa League is not a big enough cup to warrant me picking that over the World Cup. And also, if we win the World Cup, mate, then it shuts everybody up about banging on about 66 all the time. Because let's be honest, that was 55 years ago. You know, and every time a World Cup comes around, all we talk about is 66. Yet, when I talk about Arsenal back in the day, people want to tell me to shut up because it was in the past. Let's leave it. It's in the past. Yet, these same people bang on about 66. You couldn't write it, honestly. Chris Davidson's going with the World Cup all day long. There you go. 76 likes. So we're getting there, AJ, slowly but surely, mate. We're getting there. I'll be honest, guys. I'll be honest with you. From what I'm seeing at the moment, not much is happening. I'm sticking with my prediction. I did go for a 1-1 draw. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Very cautious, very cagey the first half hour. It died of death a little bit, this game. I think first 10, 15 minutes, England, they applied the pressure. All the action was in Croatia's half. And it just seems to me that we've taken our foot off the pedal a little bit and we've allowed Croatia back into the game a little bit. They're starting to pass the ball around quite nicely and tidily now. Modric is getting on the ball a lot more. Slightly worrying, but yeah, let's see how it pans out. Let's see what happens. I owe him a couple of points then. Would love to catch you in the rocket when football's back up. Come on, Josh. Yeah, no worries, man. And listen, I'm sorry I've just lost you a bit of money there, Joshua, so I do apologise, mate. But listen, I can only be honest, do you know what I mean? Warren, I'd love to see you get Terry pissed and see what he comes out with. He's bad enough when he's sober, but if he was pissed, oh my God, that would be the best stream ever. Do you know what? It's not a bad idea, actually. I might have to get him drunk because if I do get him drunk, then I've probably got more chance of him being Arteta out. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it is, mate. But, you know, you've seen what he's like when he's sober, Warren. Do you really want that nightmare on stream? Because I'll tell you something, mate, you know, be careful what you wish for, mate. That's all I'd say to you. Be careful because you can only imagine he's even worse when he's had a drink. I've seen it. Trust me. I know firsthand he's worse. Super Flea's in the chat. Hope you are, Super Flea. Diesel, forget the Champions League. Getting top 4 again would be a miracle. Exactly, mate. With this manager we got in charge. With Arteta still here, I've got no optimism for next year, mate, if I'm honest with you. I think it's going to be another poor season. I'm seeing teams around us getting stronger by the week, and we're just appearing, doing nothing. It's shocking for me. Shocking. Look, I said to you yesterday and the day before, you know, this club's finished in my eyes. It's finished. It's done. It's done. You know, we've got some proper top-class managers available at the moment, and we're not even talking to them. You know, we're not even looking at them. We're just happy to just coast with Arteta. And for me, for the size of the club of us, for the size of us, that's just criminal. That's a prison sentence for me. I really do believe that, guys. It just annoys me. It annoys me. You know, but we accept it now. That's how much our standards have dropped. You know, it's accepted, and I'm still going to always talk about it and, you know, talk about the club because I'm not accepting that. But unfortunately, a lot of our fam, I am a minority now. How sad is that? Shame. Oh God! Look, speaking of devil, hi Diesel. Sorry, I had to take the eye candy Terry from you. Tell's favourite dishes is couscous with a side of the Arteta masterclass sausage. Terrence says hi. See, guys, says it all. I'm not even going to big him up. I told you. You all thought I was joking. I told you. They're together. They're sleeping with each other. And Mikel's inserting his sausage into Terrence's backside. So, you know, there you go. You've heard it from the horse's mouth now. Craig Malloy, Diesel, why are England games become a snooze fest? Because we've got a poor manager, mate. That's why. Poor manager. Do you know what? But it's not just him. Over the years, England, can you name me a really exciting England side? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you've got to go back years. You know, no one. I don't know. I've never over the years. I've never really enjoyed watching England. I don't. You know, whenever you know it's in the season and we have an international break. For me, it's the worst time ever. It really gets me on the downer. Do you know what I mean? I just don't like. I don't get excited or inspired watching England play. Amount of times I've been offered tickets like to Wembley, you know, to watch England play. I turn them down. I have no desire to go. You know, they're always boring. They're just boring games. But I don't get what it is. Some of these players perform to such a high standard with their clubs. Put them in an England shirt. It's like, you know, it's like they're different players. I just don't understand it, mate. I don't get it. I never will get it, Craig, if I'm honest. I also think, though, Craig, just to touch on your point a little bit more, I do think that patriotic kind of thing, that mentality is gone now. I think years ago, to be called up for your country was an absolute honour, and the players, back in the day would obviously give it their all when it was passion. When you look at the likes of, say, Stuart Pearce, he could have a broken leg and he'd still be on the pitch fighting. Now you look at it in this country, you get these youngsters, they could play 3 or 4 good games in a row and people are talking about them for England. Is that all it takes now? Play 3 or 4 good games and all of a sudden you're good enough to play for your country. I don't see any other country doing that. Look at there's certain like Spanish players who have never played for Spain. They're ballers, but they just can't get in front of the first teamers at Spain. Yeah. And yet, us, 3 or 4 good games, that's all it takes. In this country, young stuff, 3 or 4 good games. All of a sudden, he's offered a new contract, 50 grand a week. He's just bought his 8th or 9th car. Do you know what I mean? He's buying mansion now. What? I'm talking about an 18 or 19-year-old. 18, 19-year-old, right? 50 grand a week, yeah? All because he's played 3 or 4 good games in a row. Then, he's good enough to play for England. So he gets called up. You look at it, you think, my God, no wonder some of these young players go off the rails. They get too much, too quick, too soon. Don't care what anyone says. And all those menial jobs back in the day of cleaning the players' boots, washing the cars, all those little menial jobs, right? They used to give these youngsters such a good grounding and keep their feet on the ground. All those jobs have gone now. No clubs are doing that anymore. So that sort of apprenticeship has come to an end. No one's doing that. So that's all it is now. These youngsters, they're wrapped up in cotton wool. They can more or less do what they like. An 18-year-old who's not even an established first team player, and he's rocking up to training in a Bentley or a Porsche. Nah, I don't agree with it, guys. I'm sorry, I really don't. Zane, my God, Zane the Boomerang, Zane Miassi. Come on, Zane, my guy. Zane, thank you very much, mate. You have contributed to my meal and my dessert and my beverage tonight, so thank you very much. Zane Sport, who is more boring, Southgate, Ollie, or Arteta? Southgate. I haven't even got to think about that. Southgate's the one manager who is worse than Arteta for me. So if you said to me, Zane, who would you rather have at the Arsenal, Arteta or Southgate? I'm taking Arteta. And that is saying something. Let me tell you that now, my friend. That's saying something. So, yep, Zane. Southgate's the most boring, mate. I think he's shocking. Shocking. How he's got this job, one of the biggest jobs in football. I know England ain't great. It's still a massive job. Imagine having that on your CV, captain of your country, manager of your country. And yet Gareth Southgate's got that. And people wonder why we never do the business. Says it all, doesn't it? But Zane, really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very, very, very much. Zoe Thomas is in the chat. Everyone say hi to Zoe. Mwah! Hope you well, my love. Zoe's put, I think people believe the hype with English players far too soon and it gets to their head. They need to work their way up. Zoe, I could not agree with you more. Zoe, let me tell you something now, right? The amount of lads' holidays I've been on and I've seen. I remember I went to, I think it was Malia, right? 15 of us, right? No, was it Malia? Yeah, it was Malia. It was Malia. 15 of us, right? Proper lads' holiday. Trust me, lads, it was quality, if you know what I mean. But anyway, right? And we was out there, yeah? And I remember seeing Jermaine Pennant, right? I'll tell you something. The geezer was smashed every single night, right? He was there. He had enough guys with him, right? And for me, some of them were his mates, but a lot of them were what you call hangers-on. Do you know what I mean? And you could see Jermaine just splashing the money, getting everyone drinks. And I guarantee you now, right, if you ask Jermaine Pennant, if I saw him tomorrow and I said to him, out of all those guys who I saw you with in Malia, how many of them do you still talk to and roll with to this day? I guarantee you now, it probably 1 or 2 of them out of the 30, 40 men he was with. I guarantee it. Because he's not up there anymore, is he? He's not in the limelight anymore. So these hangers-on, yeah, will disappear. They're not his true friends. They were there because they got a free holiday out of him. Free booze, free drinks, girls back to the room. You know, come on, guys. Let's tell you how it is. And there you go. Still 0-0, guys. 39 minutes gone. Well, I'm on the 40-minute mark now. 40:01, 40:02, 40:03. Lovely to see fans in the stadium. I've just seen a couple of gorgeous birds there. Very, very nice. The blonde one with the glasses. If anyone saw her, you'll know what I mean. Lovely. Ricardo's in the chat. Big up yourself, Ricardo. Hope you're good, mate. DJ Crane, Arteta is coming up with a short story entitled Tell's Heart. It's a love story. There you go, mate. They're also going to turn it into a rom-com as well. So, yeah. It's unbelievable. Honestly. See, Mikel, eh? You know, Gucci wearing Spaniard. Likes a bit of rough, eh? Bit of the old Essex rough in Terrence. There you go. Liam R 97. Come on, Diesel. At times, Fabregas couldn't get into Spain's midfield because of Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. Exactly, mate. Even Alonso, couldn't get in. It took David De Gea a while, right, to break into that team. That's what I'm saying, Liam. That's the levels. That's the difference. So I'm saying that is why, right, we'll never beat the elite like them, like the Spains, your Frances, your Germanys. We never will, mate. We never will, because and it's a lot of it goes down for me. It goes all the way back to like grassroots football, right? We're not kids in this country are not taught. They're not. You see that in Spain, right? Kids as young as 3 or 4 are taught ball skills: how to keep the ball, how to protect the ball, how to make the ball your best friend. Yeah, they're taught that at 3 years of age, 3 or 4 upwards, right? By the time they're 12, 13. These young boys, they're ballers, right? Technically, they're class, right, at that age, yeah? We start learning about that when they're 13, 14 in this country, yeah? So we're sort of like 10 years behind. That's the difference, guys. I'm telling you. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Research it. You know? It's a fact. Mikel couldn't get into that Spain team, mate. Listen, he couldn't get into the Spanish pub team, mate, let alone the Spanish team. Terrible. Mike England's in the chat. Good afternoon, Zoe. Come on. See, Zoe, we all love you, darling. We all love you. There you go. Hey. Right, Ricardo is here, like I've said. Who else have we got? Bruno Jean-Christophe or Bruno Jean-Christophe. Arteta is the more boring as an Arsenal fan. Oh, mate, I don't know. I couldn't pick Southgate over him, if I'm honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Right, likes. Where are we with the likes, guys? Let me know. Jimmy D, Arsenal as a club are becoming more like us. We've been mediocre since 1995. Speaking of Everton, I see David Moyes penned a new 3-year deal. Jimmy D, because I think there was rumours about Everton trying to prize Moyes away. No way is he leaving West Ham after the season he's had, so I'm not surprised he signed a new contract. And do you know what? Fair play to him, because he gets a lot of stick, boys. He does get a lot of stick. A lot of it unwarranted, in my opinion. I don't think he's a bad manager. I think he's all right. People are judging him because of the Man United. But then, let's be honest, after Fergie, whoever got in there is going to, Christ, talk about a poison chalice. David Moyes is, what hurt David Moyes, in my opinion, is the minute he got there, he changed the whole backroom staff. He should have left it as it was. You know, you're taking out winners and you're bringing in your men like Steve Round, who's now at Arsenal. What's he won? I'll never forget this. I remember Rio Ferdinand coming out with that. You know, we're all sitting there. He's introducing Steve Round to us. Me and all the boys are looking at him thinking, who are you? Who is he? What's he won? You know, why should we listen to him? There you go. Says it all. Thank you very much, Zoe. Really appreciate that, darling. Lovely, lovely, lovely. As Lily says, smash the likes. Come on, smash the likes. We've also got young Terrence. Mikkel's
Can't hear you. Dejo, is your volume right up?
Yeah.
I can't hear. I don't know what's the matter with my phone. How you doing though? Anyway, what do you think of half time? First half, mate.
Did you drop the mobile in the swimming pool?
I was hoping to celebrate in the swimming pool, but it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? So.
Hi guys.
In my twin, come on the guns, come on.
How you doing, Kenny? Hope you're well, mate.
I'm all good. I've got me what's the name, my joystick rather than the little computer, compartment. But the first half, first 20 minutes, I thought England was fantastic. I think the best players on the pitch for England in terms of an attacking sense have been Calvin Phillips and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling gets a lot of criticism, but I think England have kind of dropped off. I don't think they can play that tempo in that kind of weather. It seems like the long ball over the top seems to be the outball for England, and it seems to be causing Vita a lot of problems. I think Sterling's getting a game. Foden had a good chance as well to hit the post. Harry Kane's starved a bit of service, but I think what's happened is that he has to wait for service because it's not like Tottenham where he can clog up the midfield, because I think we've got enough bodies in there as well. So we don't actually need that extra body. So his chance will come, but you've got to say it. When Croatia slowed the game down, they look dangerous as well because they've managed to get in behind our back four.
Yeah, Ken, I said, I don't know, tell me if you agree. I said to the guys in the chat, I think the first 10, 15 minutes, all the action, was in Croatia's area. Yeah. I think we started off really well. I like the link up between Mason Mount and Sterling. I thought Mason Mount, he looked busy. He looked to be trying to thread those balls through. But then on the 20-minute mark, we sort of dropped a level and we've allowed Croatia to start playing a little bit of ball. Right? They look tired in the ball. They're trying to get Modric on the ball a lot more. I don't know. I think we need to keep up the pressing. But I see what you're saying. I don't know if it's the weather, but we have dropped off after 20 minutes.
I think the thing is the reason why England have dropped off. I think when you look at the situation, Sterling got a kick after about 25 minutes. Kane looks a bit heavy legged, and I think what's happened is that they slowed down the tempo themselves. England, do you know what I mean? So by them slowing down the tempo, that actually gave Croatia a bit of impetus. But what England did really well is that when they did slow down the tempo, they managed to get Sterling back into a compact position. They managed to get all their players in the compact. So when Croatia did have the ball, yes, they got behind, but there was enough bodies for the cross not to get to each person. In terms of goalkeeper, I think the chances have really been our chances. Foden, the shot by Phillips as well. But it's one of those things is that you can like I said, play a game, dominate, but you have to have something to show for it. And I think this is another thing where Croatia can only improve, and so can England. But the beauty of the whole situation is that both teams can make some substitutions, especially England. Like if you want to get Grealish's energy in the last 25, 30, it's there. And then you could bring Calvert-Lewin as well if you want to play the target man as well. Because Harry Kane looks a bit heavy-legged and tired, but as I was saying to you yesterday, it's tournament football. You've got to pace yourself. You know what I mean? And I think the team that paces
it's a marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm
just saying, especially you've got to be looking to play about 7 games. You're playing 7 games, and you're in the final, and you've got a chance of winning it. I think that's how things are going to be. And it's not like a disaster. To lose your first game. You know what I mean? We create. And talking of football, I don't know if you guys have mentioned it, but I'm just so glad that Christian's made a good recovery. I was actually after I did the show with you, after the game, I was watching it in a taxi on the way to coming into Islington, and I watched. I turned up. I got distracted, and as soon as I looked at it, I went, "Why to play it?" It just went to the players, then went to the crowd, and I went, "Something's not right here." And then I was getting little messages of what happened, and I've seen the footage, but I'm glad he's okay and everything. And big up to the players who want the Danish and Finnish players who want to play in his memory. But in terms of England right now, second half is going to be really, really key. You know what I mean? Because I think that's when Gareth Southgate's going to earn his money. But is 0-0 going to be a bad result for both teams? We don't know. We don't know that.
No, I think a draw's not the. I think it's imperative we don't lose. because the Scotland one, for me, is the one I'm mostly worried about. I think, if I'm honest, Ken, I predicted a 1-1 draw. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I do think it will be a draw.
Well, yeah, definitely. You know,
yeah.
both, but you know, England have got the energy, they've got the pace, and you know, the pace creates panic, and then you know, but in terms of like the accurate passing, creativity, and movement, Croatia just got just as much as that. They haven't got England's pace, but they've got great movement because of the fact that the way they keep the ball. So you know, when Modric and the ball players like Kramaric, Perisic know they can make those piercing runs because they know invariably, you know, the balls that have come to him, he is going to find them. So, and you know, you've got to watch out for Kovacic of Chelsea as well because he's walking into our box as well. But
Yeah,
you know, so far so good. But you know, I'm perfectionist, you're a perfectionist, and you know, you're like a situation where you know sometimes dominance has got as a goal to show for it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ken. Because what was your take on the lineup? Because I said to the guys,
Very unhappy. I was not so much about Grealish because I kind of expected them. We both said it yesterday that we didn't expect Grealish to start, and then we thought we reasoned the fact that maybe the reason why Grealish hasn't started is because you have a situation where Grealish, may in trying to win the game for the cup for the team, he may lose the ball because he'll get intercepted or tackled, and what that does, it gives Croatia back possession. And I think maybe when Croatia are tired, that's when he's probably going to think, well, yeah, that's when I can bring Jack Grealish on, so it's better to certainly play. It's very strange in terms of you've got to ask yourself a question. Is he worried about the defensive qualities of the left backs he's picked in this country? Because I think it's like he hasn't got over the fact that he can't pick Danny Rose. It seems like unless it's Danny Rose, he won't pick an orthodox left back or play a flat back four. Because I think Rose.
I don't get that, Ken. I don't get how you can have Luke Shaw and Chilwell. He's not even on the bench, but you've got two left backs like that, and you're playing Trippier. I don't understand that. I don't get that.
Well, it's again. Some managers will find a place for the players that they trust. Like for managers like Gareth Southgate, it's about trust, a circle of trust, and it's clear that in terms of a circle of trust, players who served him well in Russia 3 years ago, will get games. And Kieran is one of those. Kieran Trippier is one of those players, and so Sterling. But I'll say to you, it's players like your Grealishes, your Mounts, your Fodens, players like Bellingham and maybe Luke Shaw. It's all about probably Qatar next year, where they, what I mean. I tell how you doing, mate. And I think that's where England are going to be going with this.
Yeah.
It's not coming home, I'm afraid, Lone Star. It's not coming home. you may come home and visit us one day, come back home, but England, the cup won't be coming home, I'm afraid. Can't see it.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, because I said earlier on, Ken. I think we had a couple of guys in the chat earlier on who was a bit upset with Saka not starting. I expected that. I think it's probably come too soon a tournament.
Look, it's a long tournament. You've got to think about the situation. There's a lot of games to be played. Some of the, especially in knockout stages, you have to prepare as though you're going to play for about 120 minutes. So it's going to be football pace. Saka will, there are going to be situations. There's injuries. There's lots of forms. There's change of formations. Invariably, people will get games. So Saka's got players. Sounds to Saka should make you patient.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Terry, how are you? Where's your headphones?
I can just about hear you. I don't know what's going on with my volume here at the moment, Ken, but I think the first 10 minutes of that game was absolutely fantastic. I thought we come out and looked really good. And then straight after that, for some reason, for the next half hour, we went Gareth Southgate and sat back. Mason Mount.
I'll be 2 minutes. Is that all right? I'm gonna.
Yeah. Go on, mate. No problem. Yes. We went Gareth Southgate, Ken, and sat back. I think Mason Mount and Foden. I mean, the two shining star really players that we've got in our team wasn't really on the ball. The two players that we want on the ball to make something happen, they've not been on the ball, and we've just been putting all our players back in our own half. I mean, Harry Kane on a few occasions was in our own half.
Yeah,
What
but
is going on, Ken?
Yeah, but think about it's a tempo. You know, like the outball for England was a long ball over the top, and I think in this kind of heat and this kind, and you know, on this sort of pitch, which is although they say it holds up the pitch, I think the pitch looks a bit heavy. So it's got to be a situation you have to pace it to yourself, not just in the tournament but in games as well. And you know, I know what you're saying. England need to have something to show for. They're at a tempo, but realistically, telling this kind of weather, can you imagine the national side playing at this kind of tempo? I don't think England can play this kind of tempo for 90 minutes. It's just not going to happen. Obviously, you're going to say, yeah, we've got a bench, but remember, international football, it's just about it's just as much about possession as much as it's about pattern of play.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. It's just for me, like I said all the time, when I watch England, unfortunately, you know, we've got the best, fastest game in the world, and yet when you watch, and that's how we started in the first 10 minutes. I think if we would have kept that up, would have absolutely annihilated them in the first half.
Yeah, but in terms of annihilating them, you can play like that, but you have to have goals to show for it as well. I'm sure if England's had maybe a goal or two, maybe they could have kept that tempo, but. You know, with the way Modric has got the ball, he's managed to make that inside accurate pass. Players like Perisic and, you know, Karamovic, they can make a run because they know the ball's coming. Right, tell. Hi, everyone. Diesel's just gone out for a fag, but we're going to carry on the broadcast with me. Just going to say that, you know, England, you know, like I said, they're playing a bit mixed, but I don't think they could keep up that tempo. Don't know what you guys think, but, you know, we are looking at a situation. If it stays like this for the next first 15, 20 minutes, I expect substitutions, you know, a bit of energy, maybe something to shore it up if England score, or someone maybe to a target man to help Pat Kane. But and Grealish shut the door. So, again, football's a 95-minute game, tell.
Look, for me, Ken, I think we need to bring on. I'll bring on Saka and Grealish straight away at half time. For me, I think we need to inject more pace in the side, get us moving on the front foot straight away. For me, unfortunately, I think both sides. I mean, because after that first after the first 15, 20 minutes, I think both teams were guilty of holding on to the ball for too long in the final third. Both teams. Yeah. So I think, you know, if we can get Grealish on, Saka on, and just let the players play. You know what I mean? Just let them play and go for it.
It's easy, but I think what's happened is that Southgate's got international tournament experience, and I think he's looked at the semi-final in Russia, you know, 3 years ago, and he's just the first thing he's thought about is, you know, where, you know, this is going to be a 90-minute game. And one of the things that killed us is that when Croatia got the equaliser, and then eventually went, well, we couldn't get the ball back, and I think that's one thing he's very conscious about. Especially if he's going to play it 4-3-3. I'm looking at the players coming out now. From what I'm going to have to leave you in a minute, but I don't see any like personnel changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you think, Diesel, anyway, of the first half?
Yeah, I was saying to Kenny earlier on, I think the first 10, 15 minutes, I liked what I saw. I thought we was at him. I thought all the action was in the Croatia half. Obviously, we saw Phil Foden hit the post there. And I just thought we'd build on it. And then I think 20 minutes onwards, I think we dropped. I think we allowed Croatia to start playing a bit of ball. It's clear they're trying to get Modric on the ball a lot more. And they're starting to find their rhythm, which for me is dangerous. We're not pressing. This is what annoys me. Like, we're not pressing at all. I get what Kenny's saying, like you know, the heat and all that stuff, and we need to preserve. But I think the only positive I see with us is if the second half starts as it ended, we have got players on that bench who I look at who could come on and turn a game.
Well, I think that's just right. It's just kicked off,
guys. It's just kicked off again. So I'll drop back in after full time.
Diesel.
I can see you still, Terrence. He wanted to hurry up and turn his camera off because I think the way he was walking, obviously, we was going to catch a glimpse of Mikel. Bless him. Static's in the chat. Hey, Dizzle, sorry, I'm out watching the game with a few friends. Exactly. See what I'm saying, Static? Everybody's out today. Hence why there's only 54 people in the chat. But listen, that's not an excuse. I still want likes. All right, so please smash those likes. I came in to say hello to you, Terrence and Kenny. Enjoy the game, Static. Enjoy yourself, mate. Enjoy your day out. Lovely weather for it as well, mate. So, yeah, listen, it's a Sunday. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. AJ, 2 dislikes. What wankers. Don't worry, mate. I've got a fair idea who they probably are. But you know what? Don't worry, mate, because we're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be here the day after, and we're going to be here the day after that. So every time we're on, they get to see our lovely boats, our lovely boat faces. So, yeah, more for them, More for them. Hi, everyone, and bye, everyone. Blimey, that was quick. You know what that reminds me of? Hi, everyone, bye, everyone. Do you remember? I don't know if anyone watched WWF back in the day, but I mean, when it was Royal Rumble, they had the Bushwhackers. One of them, literally doing all that, went in one end, and then got thrown out. I think it may have been by earthquake. Threw him out the other end, and then he did that all the way back. That was literally in and out. Quality. That's what it reminds me of. Big up yourself, Static. And we have 100 likes. Smash the likes. 100 likes. We've got 100 likes. 51 people watching now. But we've got 100 likes out of it. So do you know what? By that ratio of people watching, you got to take that in you. Still not enough, though. I want 200 likes. Minimum. Right. The second half has started. I'm on 45-14, 45-15, 45-16. Now, from what I can see, guys, there's been no substitutions made. All right. So, yeah, let's see what happens. John Stone's on the ball. Passes it back to Tyrone Mings. Under pressure from the Croatia keeper. Lucky. Went to clear it. Come off the Croatia player. Gone back to Jordan Pickford, who's caught the ball. Weird seeing Jordan Pickford with hair. Strange. But there you go. Tyrone Mings, that was a little bit amateurish, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. But you got away with that one. Right. Come on now. Tyrone Mings. What an absolute poor pass that was. Gone out for a throw to Croatia. Right, come on, guys. We need to up the ante in this second half. Come on. Conway, Mikel's taking a shower in the back. Wouldn't surprise me, mate. Of course he is. No, he's probably showering. He's still got his Gucci pants on, though, hasn't he? Right, we've got 104 likes now. Come on, AJ. Thank you, mate. Steve, WWF was fantastic. Exactly, mate. I don't watch it now. WWE is nothing compared to how it was years ago. WWF was the best. I used to watch, when I was a kid, I used to watch that religiously. And the other thing I used to watch all the time was Knight Rider. Anyone who remembers Knight Rider, that was sick. I used to love that shit. 91 Rumble. Come on, mate. Yeah, I think that was the year when it was the Bushwhackers. That was class. 104 likes now. Come on, Steve. Thank you very much, mate. You guys keep me updated and informed when it comes to the likes. Yeah, thank you very much. Arsenal Manic Diesel, did you time me out or was it Terry? Arsenal Manic, I'm not going to lie to you. I hold my hands up. It was me. Yeah, certain people I don't want mentioned anymore in this chat room. Yeah, and you did it. So please, no more of that. No wrong ones mentioned in the chat. So if it's okay with you, mate, we'll leave it there. Am I behind, Omar? 47-27, 47-28, 47-29. No way. I was bang on yesterday. Diesel, have you heard about Unai Emery purchasing a football club that his dad and granddad played for? I haven't, mate, if I'm honest with you. No. Ah, okay. Fair play to him. Listen, you guys know I like Unai Emery. I think I rate him. I think he's a good manager, but also I think he's a stand-up bloke. I really do. From what I've seen of him, he just comes across as classy to me, and I like those sort of people. So there you go. I'm watching on TV. You 2 minutes. No way. I'm not even there. Hang on. I didn't realise it was that bad. Right, Omar, listen, I'm on 50. I found something here. 50-11, 50-12, 50-13, 50-14. Am I any better? Let me know. Diesel, I'm watching on BBC One on TV. I am on 5017. All right, I'm on 5022, 5023, 5024, 5025. What? Yeah, let me know, guys, if I'm any better. Yeah. While you're, God, even Zoe's saying it. Like, even Zoe's in front of me now. What's going on? This is a disgrace, guys. I'm so sorry. God, no wonder there's so many low numbers in the chat. So it's not worth watching if I'm not in time. Actually, I think I am in time now. I'm on 50, 52, 50, 53, 50, 54. Big up to Sammy Elliott as well. Another super chat. Thank you very much, Sammy. My God, you guys are spoiling me today. So with that meal, right, let's start from the beginning. So I've now got a sirloin steak. I've got steak, cut, chips, onion rings, onions on the side, sticky toffee pudding with ice cream, a latte, and with that I can now get a milkshake because in this weather as well, I love a milkshake. So I can now get a milkshake. If I get another super chat after this, I can now afford to get a Smarties McFlurry. Boom! Come on, Sammy Elliott. Thank you very much, mate. Sammy's put WWF was amazing. Loved WCW and ECW was great. My favourite wrestler was Bret Hart. Oh, yeah, the Hart Foundation. Bret Hart, hope you boys are doing good. Sammy, only well if you are, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Sammy, look, as you know, all these super chats, mate, they all go back into the channel and the ideas that we're trying to do for you guys. So, yeah, as much as I go on about my steak, you know. But no, listen, Sammy, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Top man, thank you. My favourite wrestler of all time was Hulk Hogan, by the way. I loved him. Loved Hogan. Right, Omar, I'm about 25 seconds behind now. Right, okay, so I'm on 52.10, 52.11, 52.12. So it's a bit of an improvement. All right, lovely. Even Beaker's saying that's so better. Lovely. Better Diesel. Thank you very much, Omar. Top man. Lovely. Jimmy D's behind me. God, at least someone is. Hey, you're behind me the same way Mikel's behind Terrence. Did someone say doggy? Oh, God. Boom. Right. Right, come on, let's come on. Come on, England. What's going on there? Come on. Stop messing about. Oh, Declan Rice there. Gone into the back of Modric. Joe, why am I watching that? I'm watching this one. I'll tell you what, let me turn that off. That's going to distract me. Right, okay, so I've just seen, right, free kick to Croatia. If I'm honest, guys, it's all at walking pace at the moment. You've got Modric on the ball, looks to do a long pass, but no, thought better of it. Look at Croatia, look, they're walking. Honestly, they're walking. God, it must be absolutely boiling there. There's just no energy in this game at the moment. AJ, we've got 109 likes. Brilliant. Come on, 200 guys. 200 likes, please. I'm not asking for a lot. Jimmy D, Diesel, sounds like Everton are likely to appoint Nuno Espirito Santo as new manager. Your thoughts? Jimmy D is a good manager, very good manager. Don't look too much into the season that Wolves have had, because we do that a lot in this country. A manager can perform miracles season in, season out. He has one bad season and then his past is immediately forgotten and he's just judged on that season. Listen, it happens to the best of them, yeah? Oh, Christ. So that shot by Modric. Pickford saved it. But listen, he's a good manager, Jimmy D. He's a good manager. Personally, I think he deserves a bigger club. All this about he's defensive, I don't think he is. I think he's attacking. You know, but listen, you know, you play, you can only play what you've got. But I think, listen, he's a good manager. He's a good manager. All right? He'll have you guys playing decent football as well. He deserves a chance. Give him a chance. You know, he's a good manager. He comes across as a nice bloke as well. He comes across as a manager that players respect and they'll want to play for. So you know what? Fair play to him. I hope he gets it. I hope he's a manager I like. I do like him. You know, so I hope he goes there and I hope he does the business for you guys. You know, because listen, don't get it twisted. Everton are a big club. You know, they're a big club. You know, and you deserve something. You know, you've been in. Let's be real, Jimmy D. You know, you've been in Liverpool's shadow for God knows how many years. So, but you know, there is a project going on over there. You got Usmanov there. You know, Everton are getting, you know, financially backed. You guys went for years with no backing. I remember when Moyes was there, hardly had any money to spend. This is why I think a lot of the criticism on Moyes is a little bit unwarranted. He didn't really have a lot of money to spend. You know, he made the best of what he had. And sometimes you got to respect that, you know. But listen, if he goes there, you should be pleased with that. He may just surprise you. 111 likes, AJ. Lovely. Thank you very much, mate. Really nice of you. Ricardo, Diesel, but Terry says that every manager that you like gets sacked or fails. He's just saying that, mate, isn't he? He's just saying that. Although saying that, listen, you know. Oh, hang on. Oh, have we just scored? Have we just? Oh, I missed that. It looks like it was Sterling. England 1, Croatia 0. Come on. Was it Sterling? Raheem Sterling? Yes, it was. Modric looks like he's gutted. All the fans of the stadium are going mad. Oh, I've got to see the replay of this. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, Zoe. Sterling 1-0. Come on, Mikel. 1-0 Sterling. The Mechanical. Go! England, come on. Oh, good goal. Let me have a look. Calvin Phillips, through ball. Look to Sterling. Sterling runs on to the end of it. Bang. I'll tell you something. He done well there because that defender, how did he get that past the defender? Oh, just. The keeper got an hand to it, but wasn't enough. It's gone in. England 1, Croatia 0. Now, come on, England. Let's go for the throat because now Croatia have got to come out, which means it's open. All right, they're going to leave space. Yeah, find that space, exploit it. Come on, England. Come on. 1-0. Come on. Big up Raheem Sterling. Come on, England. Come on, Craig Malloy. Big up yourself. The Mechanical. That ball from Phillips was an absolute peach. Great ball, wasn't it? Great ball. Finally, right, come on, we're on the front foot. If England win this, then they will probably end up topping the group. Come on, Samuel L. Jackson. Come on. And do you know what? It's even bittersweet for me because I've got England in sweepstakes. So come on. Do it for Diesel. Come on, do it for me. Good pass to Sterling. Yes, it was, mate. Conwis, what do you think about the new top of the manager? Am I right in saying it's Paulo Fonseca? I'll be totally honest with you, Conwis. I don't know too much about him, but I did see a picture of him the other day in a flat cap. Similar style to the one I wear. Straight away, I was like, yeah, the guy's a G. He looks sick in it. So, yeah. But I've heard he's a good manager. I don't know too much about him, but I've heard he's decent. So, yeah. You know, we'll have to see what he does, mate. Zoe, same as what I said yesterday, to be honest with you. Let's be real, Sterling's had a poor season by his standards. He has had a poor season, but he always does it. He does the business for them in an England shirt, doesn't he? So I agree with you there. And he's a top player, still. I've always liked Sterling. I think he's a top player. He's another one. He gets a lot of stick, Sterling. I don't know why. But listen, you know, there's no way he'd have survived all that time under Pep if he was crap. He's a good player. Very good player. I'll take him. That's for sure. Louise is in the chat. Hello, my love. Mwah. And thank you for the follow. And listen, no need to thank me, Louisa. I followed you back yesterday. I know you was excited by it. So as soon as I got off the phone, I kept to my word and I followed you back. Hope you're well, darling. Hope you're good. Bless you. Right, AJ Byatt, 114 likes Diesel. Can I please ask you a question? Oh God, are you interested in any other sports? I am interested in the NBA and F1 as well as football. AJ, I'll be honest with you, mate. Football is my main passion. In terms of other sports I watch, I like boxing, and that is pretty much it. I can't stand cricket. Oh, I'll tell you what I do like. I like tennis. I like when Wimbledon's on. I watch that. I watch Wimbledon. I play tennis a lot on the PS4. I love that. I downloaded it the other day. AO Tennis, I think it's called. It's quite good, actually. I do like that game. I don't like watching golf. I find it boring. Basketball, I don't watch basketball. American football, no. Rugby, no. Yeah, just boxing and football, really, mate, if I'm honest with you. So, yeah, they're the two I like. Conwis Diesel, what's your favourite takeaway? Chinese, Indian, pizza, kebab, fish and chips. Well, Conwis, let me put it this way. Yes, 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 and yes. I love it all, mate. Come on, Exhibit A, yeah? Exhibit A. Now, all joking aside, if I had to pick one, oh, God, I love all of it, mate. I'm going to go Chinese. I love a Chinese. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I am a big eater, right? Not so much now, but obviously, yeah, because I'm trying to look after myself now. You know, I've got a little boy as well, and I want to make sure I'm around for that. So he's my motivation for trying to sort myself out. But Chinese, I love I'll tell you why, Commis, because whenever I get Chinese, I always get a bit of everything. Yeah, and there was nothing better than Chinese the next morning. So I always get loads. I know I'm not going to finish it all. But when you wake up in the morning and you can have that leftovers Chinese for breakfast, mate, I'll tell you, it's the absolute nuts. And I always order a crab meat and sweet corn soup without fail. And for dessert, apple fritters. Gorgeous. In that syrup. Oh, basically, anything that's really bad for you, I love. So, yeah, that's me, mate. Oh, she's buzzing. Oh, two right. Listen, like, she's taking her time to watch us. Lily Curl. So, Louisa. Big kiss from Diesel to you. Mwah. There you go. Right. Gorgeous little thing she is as well. And I spoke to you briefly yesterday on the phone. And honestly, really nice girl. Really pleased with her, Lily. Honestly, you've done a great job there. She's absolute star. And she supports us as well. So, Louisa, once again, thank you, darling. Thank you. And when you're old enough, right, you can come on here. You can replace Terrence. You can be my partner. So, yeah, there you go. Next 3 or 4 years. London boy, laugh out loud. Yes, Diesel, you need to play the top spin tennis games on PlayStation now. Way better gameplay and graphics. What's that called? Top spin, yeah? Top spin tennis. Right, I'm going to check that out straight after this game, London boy. Thank you very much, mate. Big up yourself. AJ, 115 likes, and thank you for answering my question, Diesel. Anytime, mate, anytime. 115 likes, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I still want 200 though, guys, so I'm not going to shut up until I get that, or get close to that at least. The McChronicle, pizza and fried chicken is my 2 favourite takeaways personally. Oh, mate, fried chicken. Do you know what? I used to love KFC, but you know what I've noticed, right? It's not the same anymore now. Years ago, it was proper bang on. Now, sometimes I have it, and I don't rate it anymore. I don't know, something not right with it. I don't know if they've changed it somehow. No idea. Pizza, for me, I went through a phase where it was all about Pizza Hut and Pizza Hut now. Now, for me, it's Domino's, man. I love Domino's. But I always get it. I always pay extra, and I get the extra cheese, yeah? You can never have enough cheese on a pizza, but Domino's is the bollocks. Papa John's is good as well. But Domino's, man. Oh, 2 for a score. Come on. Can't go wrong. Craig Malloy, Diesel, favourite boxer. Mine was Prime Mike Tyson. He was an animal. Craig, if you watch the previous streams that we've done, I've always said the same as you. Tyson, for me, in my opinion, it's only my opinion, Mike Tyson, for me, is the best boxer ever. In his prime, I know a lot of people say Muhammad Ali. I personally think Mike Tyson in his prime, Muhammad Ali in his prime, I think Tyson's beating him. I genuinely believe that. A lot of people won't agree with me on that, but I just think Tyson in his prime, he was an absolute animal. 17 years of age, and he was knocking out big men. And these weren't losers. These were proper boxers, you know. Right? He was 17, a kid, yeah. And he weren't the biggest. Let's be real. He weren't the tallest, was he? I saw Mike Tyson at 17, 18 years of age knocking out big men for fun, eating them for breakfast. I'll tell you something. And he has that look, Mike Tyson. When you look at him straight away, I'll tell you what, before that boxer who he was fighting got to the ring, the game was won. Because they must, I'm telling you now, a lot of them must have been looking over there at Tyson thinking, oh, shit, he looks like it. And Tyson didn't want to just beat you. He wanted to kill you. He wanted to murder you. He wanted to eat you up. I'll tell you something. Tyson, for me, was an absolute animal. Beast. Beast. Telling you. Beast. Seamus, pizza the next morning is the best. Exactly, mate. Sometimes I don't even heat it up. That's how impatient I get for food, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's why if ever I'm in a restaurant and I have a steak, I order it rare because it gets here quicker. Do you know what I mean? London boy, yeah, Diesel, buy Top Spin 4, mate. You can play it on PS4. It's a PS3 game, but wow, mate, the gameplay is amazing because it's made by 2K. Oh, 2K's games are always amazing in terms of gameplay. Mate, thank you very much for the tip. I will check that out straight after this. Thank you very much. Lovely. That's my night sorted. My God, is this the Donaldo? Donaldo, come on. Mafia hitman. If England win, it will be a miracle. Tell me about it. I hope you don't mean this game, Aldo. You probably mean the whole tournament. I can't see that. If England win this tournament, I will do a stream here naked. And guys, trust me, you don't want to see that. Default dude. Been a while, mate. Hope you're good. Diesel. If Arsenal win the Champions League or a night with Beyonce and Rihanna. Oh, come on. That's not even a debate, mate. That's a night with Beyonce and Rihanna. No, sod Arsenal, man. No. Listen, something like that is a once in a lifetime. That would never happen. If you had a chance of having them two for a night, oh my God, I'm taking that anytime. Anytime. I don't even care if people rip me in this chat. I am taking Rihanna and Beyonce for one night over Arsenal winning the Champions League. That's just a fact. And I'll tell you something, Christ, you see those two in the morning in they'll both be in wheelchairs, mate. I guarantee you that now. The mechanical, I eat Popeyes and Mary Brown's fried chicken myself. I don't eat KFC anymore. You're right, it isn't as good now. Exactly, mate. I've never had Popeyes. I know that's an American chain, isn't it? Never had that before, but I've heard it's the nuts. Mary Brown's, never had that either. Listen, when it comes to food, mate, America pisses all over Britain. That's a fact. Guys, since the goal, I'll be honest with you, not much has happened in the game. Gone back to the Croatia goalkeeper now. Passes it short. Oh, we're starting to press. Exactly, look at that. Was that Mason Mount? Yep, Mason Mount pressed the centre off there, won the ball, but unfortunately, heavy touch. The ball's come off Mason Mount. It's gone out for a goal kick to Croatia. But this is what I'm saying. Keep the pressure up. Go for the throat now. Right, England are about to make a sub. It looks like Marcus Rashford is coming on. I'm just waiting to see who's coming off. I think Croatia are making a couple of subs now as well. Right, let's see what's happening here. 68 minutes gone, guys. I'm in 68-15, 68-16, 68-17. That's where I am at the moment. So hopefully I'm not too far behind everyone here. The one person I know I'm not behind is Jimmy D. Ha! So, boom, there you go. Right, Croatia on the attack on the left-hand side. Oh, has that gone out for a corner or goal kick? I think it's a corner to Croatia. Yep, it's a corner to Croatia. Right, let's see what they do here. While we're waiting for that, Conris, remember Pizza Go-Go? It was basically Pizza Hut rip-off, but I loved it. Do you know what? Funny you say that. I've got a Pizza Go-Go down the road here. I've never tried it before. What's it like? Is it all right? If it is, I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Right, corner to Croatia. Modric is taking it. Pardon me. Corner comes in. Oh, clear it. Oh, my God. Driven in by the Croatian player. I don't know what his name is, but I tell you what, they went for a lot of players and it's gone wide. Yeah, it was Brozovic, Marcelo Brozovic. Good player. Right, and Brozovic is the one who's coming off. So he's coming off. Nikola Vlasic is coming on for Brozovic. So that's the first substitution made by Croatia. I'm sure they was making another one as well. Yeah, there is another one coming off, so they've made two now. Who is that? So Kramaric has come off, and Josip Brekalo has come on. So that's now two subs made by Croatia. England, I believe Phil Foden's the one who's coming off. He's making way for Marcus Rashford. Yep, Rashford's coming on. Okay, right. Let's see what Marcus can do. And do you know what, guys? Let me just say this as well, right? From a football perspective, I don't think Rashford's all that. But off the pitch, what a classy bloke, right? What he's done, yeah, right, for kids out there who can't eat, who are on the poverty line, how this hasn't. For me, if this was any other player, it would be all over the place. I don't think it's had anywhere near the coverage it should have got. Why? I don't know. But Marcus Rashford, off the pitch, I respect the man immensely. And that didn't come easy. He really had to persevere with this. And he got it sorted in the end. And as a result, thanks to him, there's a lot of kids out there now who can afford to eat. So do you know what? I think we all need to give Marcus Rashford a big, big respect for that. Yeah, because listen, we've all got kids here, and we're probably all lucky enough that we've got sufficient money to keep them fed. There's families out there who really are in the poverty line and are struggling, and thanks to him, he's made sure that their kids are seen all right. So big respect to Rashford, man. AJ by 120 likes. Come on, let's get to 150. Exactly. Come on. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. A few more people in the chat now, 63 from what I can see. Also, I'm trying to say as well, big up to the Facebook crew. I think there's quite a few people watching on Facebook here. Now, Facebook is one thing that we really, really want to grow on this channel as well, yeah? So if you guys could follow us on Facebook and obviously start smashing the likes, because the ratio of likes to the amount of people we have on there, followers, is piss poor, if I'm honest. So you know what? Please, please, please help us on there. Craig David all over you. Arsenal to win the treble or to have a full set of air. No, Arsenal to win the treble. I like being bald, man. I quite enjoy it. I don't like it. Suits me. There's a lot of people it don't suit, but a lot of people tell me it suits me. Believe it or not, Craig David, I used to have Craig David hair. I had curly hair. Tight curls. So I used to get the gel and seriously. But then I was receding, yeah. As I got older, I started receding. And it got so bad, right, that I had to gel the hair forward, yeah, so I'd try and stay in the line. Then I'd be out in a nightclub or something, look in the mirror, go to the toilet, look in the mirror, and obviously, your hair's gone back. Do you know what I'm saying? And I had to keep pushing it forward again. But it got so bad, I started seeing like the McDonald's M. It was like a McDonald's M, yeah? And when you see that, mate, you can't be in denial anymore. You've got to shave it off, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, now I've done it, man. I like being bald. I quite like it. It makes me look hard. No, I'm joking. But, Pepsi Pack. England win the Euros all night with Josie Gibson and Gemma Collins. Can't stand Gemma Collins. Can't stand her up her own ass. Cannot stand her at all. She gives Essex such a bad name. Honestly, guys, anyone who's never been to Essex, please don't judge us based on that bird. Don't like her. Disgusting. Can't stand the woman. She's so far up her own ass. I've seen her out, believe it or not, and I tell you what, she proper believes her own hype. Don't like her. Never liked her. Can't stand the girl. So England win the Euros all day long. Pepsi. Don't mind Josie. Josie's all right, but not enough for me to pick that over England winning the Euros. Good question, though. I love those sort of questions, honestly. I think it's brilliant. No, come on, good man, Diesel, the full dude, come on. Yeah, Foden's off, lovely. Super Flea, did you use Soul Glow? What a film! Mr. Randy Watson. No, I didn't, mate. What was it called? Was the white with the green writing on it? Is it Activate? Soften Free? I think was it Soften Free? I think that's what it's called. Soften Free. But then sometimes I used to use L'Oreal Firm Grip, something like that. But yeah, some of these things you have to go to like a proper like black barbers, you know what I mean? But that Soften Free was a white bottle with green writing on it, Soften Free. Yeah, that stuff was quality. So yeah, guys, just so you know as well, 75 minutes gone. It's still England 1, Croatia 0. John Stones is getting treatment. He's on the deck. Probably biding a bit of time. He's got a couple of physios on him. Oh, he's on his feet now. Yep, he seems okay. Lovely. Yeah, just biding our time. What's this I see here? There you go. Lily's put it there in the chat. So come on, give us a follow on Facebook, please, guys. Anyone who's got Facebook, and I know a lot of you guys have. So please support us on there, because that's the one side of the channel that we really want to grow. We've neglected it quite a bit for whatever reason, and that's wrong of us. So we won't be doing it anymore. We're going to be giving it a real push. So guys, please follow us on there. Please smash the likes on there. Yeah, and let's get our presence felt a lot harder on Facebook, yeah? And also, please give us a follow as well, especially our individual ones. Look, there you go. Look, my Insta, my Twitter. I need to build up my Twitter. I cannot believe I'm being smashed all over the place in terms of numbers by Terry. I can't be beaten by Terrence. Even Leanne's beating me. We can't have that, can we? So please help me out and follow me on Twitter and also on my Instagram as well. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Lone Star, big up yourself. Lone Star, you've been on really good behaviour lately. I've noticed that. You've been on your best behaviour. You see, this is a Lone Star that I can get on board with. Yeah? Big up to yourself, mate. I hope you're good. Lone Star, but Sterling has scored 13 goals in the last 17 games. Exactly. So why would you drop him? You know, he's doing the business for him. Good question, Mohammed. Shevchenko or Eto'o? Two top-class players, world-class. I'm going Eto'o, but only just. Eto'o was class. Oh, well, they're both class, but Eto'o for me. AJ Diesel, you are a top bloke. I'm glad I found you and Terry and the Banster family. I'm here to stay for as long as you keep going. AJ, thank you very much, mate. As long as you're still happy to always tune in and watch us, mate, then we're more than happy to carry on with the streams. Like I said, this is our channel. It's not mine. It's not Terrence's. It's ours. Ours. All of ours. And that includes you guys in the chat as well. Craig Malloy, Diesel, favourite gangster film. Mine is Goodfellas. What a film. Listen, Goodfellas is timeless, Craig. Will always be up there, mate. Goodfellas. I love Casino. I like Carlito's Way. That's a class film. Gangster film. Harlem Nights for me was a quality film. I know it's a comedy, but I used to love that. Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. So yeah, those sort of films. But yeah, Carlito's Way, quality. But yeah, Goodfellas is up there, mate. Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, legends. You know, legends. A-list. Yeah. See, I bang on as well, guys. I bang on to you a lot about elite. In terms of actors, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, Denzel Washington. I'm talking elite. You don't get better than them. Legends, living legends. Fact. Lily Kell, right, guys, give the link a click, right? So what she's on about the Facebook link here, what I just posted up. So give that link a click and like and share, right? So what we're doing is we're doing a giveaway for every 1,000 we reach between 2K and 5K, right? So these are the kind of things, guys. See what I said to you earlier on about ideas that we've got? These are some of the ideas that we've got, right? We want to give back. Yeah, you guys have been there for us through thick and thin, taking the rough with the smooth. The least we can do is obviously try and give something back to you guys, right? Now, believe me, it's something we want to do. Not many channels out there do that. Yeah, a lot of channels like to take. Yeah, well, we like to give back something as well. So that's what hopefully separates us from the rest of the pack. So please give the link a click, like and share, and I'll say it again. For every 1,000 we reach between 2,000 and 5,000, we shall be giving a giveaway. All right, so please help us out. Really appreciate it. And do you know what? Just in case anyone hasn't seen it, there you go. There's the link. All right, so please give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to close my door. Yeah, sorry about that. Right, guys, there's the link there. So please help us out. Right, what's going on here? Right, Croatia on the ball. Like I said to you guys earlier on, since the goal, nothing's really happened. I'm still, well, I did go for a 1-1. I'm still going to stick by that. You never know with England. Croatia could just nick one, hopefully. Touch wood. They don't. They're on the attack now, though. Cool. Get on him. Go on top. Go on, Mings. Don't let him get past you like that. What's wrong with you? Right, clears it. Right, okay, it's in Croatia's half. Defender's got the ball. Okay, Modric is now on the ball. Class. A Rolls Royce Modric, I love him. Wayward pass from Croatia. That's going out for a throw to us, to England. Okay, guys, we are looking at making another sub. It looks like it's going to be Jude Bellingham. Number 26, Jude Bellingham is coming on. Who's going off? Let's have a look. Let's see who it is. So this will be, am I right in saying England's second substitution? Yeah, because I think the first one was Rashford coming on for Foden. So, okay, who's coming off? It is going to be Harry Kane. Harry Kane's coming off. Okay, so Harry Kane's coming off for Bellingham. Okay, I'll see what he's probably trying to do there. He's trying to shore it up in the midfield. So taking off Harry Kane. I get it. I do get it. Dangerous, though, when you're only 1-0 up. Anything can happen in the next 10, 11 minutes. But, yeah, Kane's coming off. Jude Bellingham's coming on. Going to obviously keep that midfield compact and shore it up and protect the 1-0 lead. So that's what he's doing. Right, okay. So, yeah, McChronicle, Harry Kane for Bellingham. Lovely. Lily Kell. Right, we've got 35k on YouTube. Hear this, guys. This is how bad it is, right? We've got 35k subs on YouTube and we've only got 1,000 on Facebook. That is disgusting. Disgusting. But then saying that, I say it's disgusting. A lot of it's us. We haven't pushed it. So I totally get it. But we are now. So, guys, please, like I keep saying, help us out on Facebook. Facebook makes a huge difference to a YouTube channel. Trust me when I say that. So please go give us some support on Facebook. And like I said, we will be doing giveaways, right? So that's just our way of saying thank you and giving something back to you guys who follow us religiously. So thank you very much. AJ Byatt, 127 likes. Who got the armband? Do you know what? I see Harry Kane taking it off. I don't know who he's giving it to, though. I didn't see who he gave it to. If anyone can tell us in the chat, would really appreciate that. But yeah, 127 likes. We're getting to 150. We're getting there slowly but surely, AJ. We're getting there, aren't we? So come on. Thank you very much, mate. Footy chats. Yeah, I pinged it, mate. Did you see it, Footy? Yeah. Let me know, mate. Al Pacino is an elite actor, The Godfather, Scarface, and plenty of other films. Bangers. Yeah, mate. How can I forget Scarface? That's another one. Great film. Claude. Listen, these are iconic films, right? This is why I call them timeless, Liam. They're timeless. 50 years from now, that will still be up there. You know, there are some things that are timeless, like The Godfather. You know, who would have thought you could have topped the first one? Yet for me, the second one was the best one. You know, so again, these films are timeless, mate. Timeless. AJ, 125 likes. Also, Diesel, I want to apologise. Some of my spelling mistakes in my messages is down to my dyslexia, and I'm sorry about. Listen, I say this to Terrence all the time because it really winds me up when Terrence has to apologise on stream because of how he pronounces a name or his spelling or whatever. Listen, it's a legitimate reason, right? He's got dyslexia as well. Why do you need to apologise for something you've got? It's medical. It's a medical condition. Don't ever apologise to anyone, AJ. Yeah, take that from me. Right? Anyone want to take the piss out of you for it? Yeah, tell them to get in contact with me. I'll fucking tell them. Yeah, don't ever apologise for it, bruv. Don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that. Footy chats, come on, can always rely on you, mate. Top man. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Lovely. Warren, I tried to follow on Facebook, but I'm not sure it works, mate. Don't worry, Warren. I'll check it, mate. I'll check it. Don't worry about that. I'll have a look after the stream, mate. No worries. Jude is going to be world class. Lone Star, Jude Bellingham, 17, becomes the youngest player to appear at a European Championship. Lone Star and AJ, I really, really like this kid. I'm telling you, I think Man United, they were very close to getting him. They ballsed up, in my opinion, allowing him to go to Germany. Because I'll tell you something, he is a player and a half. The way he plays, the way he can, he knows when to go. He knows when not to. The way he can find space. He's so comfortable on the ball. All of this, he's only 17 years of age. My God, what a talent we've got. This is what I'm saying. This midfield we've got, I'll tell you something. You know, with the right manager, we could do something. But while Southgate's there, it's going to be another waste. We talk about the golden generation. As long as we keep on employing these piss-poor managers, third-rate managers, it's going to be another case of another golden generation being didn't do nothing, gone. And then it's like a it's like a roundabout. You're never coming off, just going round and round. Honestly, mate. AJ, no worries, mate. Never apologise for that, mate. Don't need to. Diesel, this England performance is average and poor. Southgate is a flop. Yeah, listen, we're winning 1-0, but let's be honest, we haven't been great, have we? Nowhere near. Croatia haven't been either. It's been a bit of a, pardon the pun, it's been a bit static. Static in the chat. But you know what I mean? It's been a bit of a static performance. It's been a bit laboured, isn't it? It's been a bit, but listen, the main thing is, I suppose it's the first game. Was we really expecting fireworks in this game? I wasn't. As long as we win, that's the main thing. Listen, we just need to try and top the group and get out of it. And then obviously anything can happen from then on. So, boring game, but if we can nick it 1-0, then do you know what? Well, I suppose we take that. Would we have taken that before the game? Of course we would. So, yep, there you go. England have closed the game. No way Croatia are going to score. Christ, if I had a penny for every time I've said that, Mikel. And in the last couple of minutes, we let our guard down, or they get a set piece, or whatever. So you know what? Like I said, touch wood, it doesn't happen. Right, there's been a bit of a collision here. Has it been a clash of heads? I think it has been. Rashford and that looks a bit nasty, doesn't it? No, not Rashford. Bellingham. Sorry. So it was Bellingham in the back of his head, and that Croatian player. I can't think of what his name is, but the Croatian player seems okay. He's up. He's having a drink. Bellingham's the one who's on the deck. Guys, also, it looks like England are going to make a third substitution. It looks like Calvert-Lewin's coming on. Bellingham's up now. He's fine. He's having a drink, a beverage. So yeah, obviously trying to kill a bit of time. But listen, after what happened yesterday, big respect to Christian Eriksen and his missus and their family. But yeah, obviously, judging by what's happened yesterday, look, these medical professionals now, they've got to be on point no matter what now, because that was a big wake up to everyone yesterday. Health is wealth, Any slight little thing on the pitch, especially in these temperatures and what they're playing in at the moment, those physios need to be ready, on point, and if need be, they need to burst onto that pitch and obviously work their magic. It's as simple as that. Diesel, do you agree? When England play lesser teams, they look good, but play good elite, they get found. Liam, they're exactly the same as Arsenal. I call Arsenal flat track bullies because that's what I believe we are. Well, we have been over the years, and when we play a piss poor team, we turn up. Although, don't get me wrong, we played worse teams, smaller teams this season, and we still got found out. But normally, we can, beat or slap up those little teams. But when we play a team who actually are decent and who can actually play a bit of ball, we get found out. That's what you call flat track bullies. England are more or less the same. So when England come across a decent team, we get found out. I don't think we're too used to sort of kick and rush. You know, when we're playing a good technical team who know how to pass the ball, know how to keep the ball, you know, use the ball as their best friend. I think that's where we struggle, if I'm honest, guys. Lily Kell as well. Shout out to Andrew, who's a Cypriot Gooner. Come on, Andrew. Boom! Watching via Facebook. Andrew, brilliant. Facebook, watching via Facebook. Lovely. Exactly. It's exactly comments like this is exactly what I want to see in the chat. Great guy who, along with his colleagues at Addison Lee, I'm assuming, looked after my dad and granddad for years. Andrew, listen, big up yourself, mate. Looking after our brother Claude. And Claude's dad as well. Andrew, big up to you, mate. I don't know you, but I like you straight away. So listen, thank you for tuning in, mate, and thank you for all you did for both Claude and Aldo. So listen, massive respect to you. Top man. Thank you, Andrew. Yep, see you and Zoe come through. Thank you. Oh, we're starting to get a few coming from the Facebook now, guys, are we? Come on. See, ask, you get. Warren's Team Talk. I think it works. I can see you streaming on Facebook. Come on, Warren. How do I look on Facebook, Warren? Do I look pretty? Huh? Huh? Brilliant. 130 likes, 131 likes. Come on, we're getting there. 150 before the game's done. We've got 3 minutes left, guys. Please, I beg you. Zoe Thomas, this tournament has been pretty poor in general so far. Yep, the first few games, Zoe, they're going to be so cagey. It's going to be tight. No one wants to lose their first game, so it wouldn't surprise me if we're going to see a good few draws. But it should get tasty, obviously, once everyone comes out of the group and go into the knockout stages. Lily Kell, AJ, my boy, has a urology condition too, so it's so hard. I hope I pronounced that right, urology. Craig Malloy, Diesel, the banter on this channel is first class, bro. Thank you very much, Craig. That's nothing to do with me. That's you guys in the chat. I feed off you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why whenever I hear this term, whenever a striker, for example, let's pick a Aubameyang. He has a poor game. 3-4 games in a row, he has a poor game. And all we get told is, the lack of service. He had no service. Well, I don't have that issue on this channel because I get the service from you guys. Boom! See what I did there, the analogy. Come on, Craig. It's the nuts, isn't it? It just comes to me. I don't know what it is. But listen, you guys feed me, yeah? So it's easy for me, for the one-liners, and to obviously bring the banter, because obviously I read your comments and I think, oh, I like that one. I can work with that comment there. So, yeah, come on, you know how we work. Brilliant. Andy 85's in the chat. Come on, Andy. Afternoon, Diesel. Hope you're well, mate. My money is on France or Portugal to win the Euros. We could possibly be in the mix. Well, Andy, I don't know if you heard, mate. I drew England in the sweepstakes. So now I want England. Come on. Let's really go for it. We did a stream on this last week, actually. Who's going to win the Euros? Terrence thinks France are going to do it. I've picked Spain. I think Spain are going to win it. But my dark horses are Portugal. Everyone reckons France is going to do it. Something tells me I don't think they will this time. I think they'll probably get to the final. Or very, very close. But, yeah, I think Spain are going to do it. People tell me that Spain have got a poor squad. No, they haven't. Listen, they've got enough quality in there to go all the way and win it. Trust me on that. So, but, yeah, watch out for Portugal. They're my dark horses. What else we got? 132 likes, AJ. Come on. Right, likes, guys. Likes. Please, let's get to 150 minimum. Thank you very much. Archie, Sterling sticking two fingers at his haters. Love to see it. Listen, I love that. Sterling's taken some shit over the years. So, do you know what? Fair play to him. Also, I'm dreading. I'm already dreading this season with Arteta still here. It's absolutely draining to watch. Well, listen, the longer he's here, Andy, mate, get used to it. It's going to be the same old next season. This game is done, by the way. Do you know how I know it's done? Because I've just seen Gareth Southgate shaking the official's hand. Giveaway, innit? Right, we've won it. So England 1, Croatia 0. Let's be honest, it was a poor game. It looked more like a training session to me. But nonetheless, listen, the result is all that matters, especially at the, for the first game. It was imperative not to lose the first game because straight away we're under massive, massive pressure. So it was great that we got off to a win. And in the first game, guys, let's be honest, we don't care how we get it. We just need that win. All right. So we go into the next game, hopefully with a little bit of confidence. And yeah, let's see what the players can do. Let's see what they can do. You never know. Diesel, like a France, Belgium, or Spain who used the ball well, they would give England a hiding. Mate, any team, Liam, who know how to use the ball, play the ball, treat the ball like their best friend. Any team who have got a midfield who are so comfortable in the ball, who can dictate the tempo, we're losing to them. Yeah, trust me. Kick and rush is great in the Premier League, right? These are the big leagues now. You see, like in films, when they say these are the majors, these are the big leagues. Yeah, it's the same thing. This is chess. It ain't checkers. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we struggle. Warren, I managed to follow the Claude and the Bansters on Facebook on my phone. Come on, all devices welcome, Warren. You know that. All you need to do now, Warren, is invest in an iPad. You can follow us on the iPad as well. That's another device, isn't it? Eh? Yeah. Boom. AJ, 133 likes. Thank you very much, mate. Lovely. Warren, 134. Blimey, it's going up. Can we get to 150? Hey, Ricardo, Arteta the clown. Ricardo, this is why I love you, because you're all saying what we're all thinking. He is a clown. And speaking of legends and speaking of twins, yeah, big up my twin gun, Kenny Ken, the legend that is. What do you reckon, mate?
Well, like I said, England won the game. Raheem Sterling very much, criticised in the last few weeks, but he got the goal. Great run by Calvin Phillips, and they looked solid after they scored. Must say, like, I'm loving the way the fans are, getting really into this and really up for it. There's a few Wazzicks who made a fool of themselves, but they got drowned out. But on a whole, it's really nice to see, the reception that that players are getting from the crowd, and really nice.
No, it was. I said to the guys in the chat, kid. To be totally honest, it was a bit of a poor game. But the first game, it was just important we didn't lose. So if you'd have asked us before the game, would you take a poor game but win it 1-0? I think we would have all taken that, Ken. So,
Tournament football's about getting the points and getting enough points to get into the knockout stages where, you are going to be but you are going to have to play well because you are going to play better teams.
Yeah.
And teams, they've only got one chance, of having to perform. If they don't, they're out of the tournament. So, exactly. I don't mind evolutionary when it comes to tournament football. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, exactly, Ken. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you what, though, that through ball by Calvin Phillips was brilliant.
Oh, definitely. Like Croatia missed a couple of tackles, and I thought, he's managed to, time his run. Sterling, waited and bang, back in the net, and a good finish. I thought, hey man, if you take too long, you're going to get a situation where the defender's going to get the ball, but he hit it with power, and the keeper's got no chance. Even if he gets a hand to it or body to it, it's going in the net, and I think that's a brilliant finish. And I think it's something Sterling needs, but I think the team, did. Make yourself difficult to beat after you score.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate. Yeah, and listen, I know we're probably going to see comments later on social media. I didn't bring Saka on. What a disgrace! But listen, let's be honest, Ken. It's probably a tournament too soon. If he comes on, it's a bonus. I'm not going to be heartbroken if he doesn't. If he doesn't come on, he's one for the future.
Half the Arsenal fan base didn't want him to go. They said they wanted him to have race. So have some rest because of the generous season he's had. Not just this season just gone, but the back end of the extended season. No, he's been playing non-stop.
Exactly.
Getting some breast back, but that's the thing. Plus, he's been kept at full level for his country. So, talking about a lot of football. But I think what it is though, you want players who can actually create chances, and make things happen in this tournament. Saka is one of those players.
Yeah, no, exactly. Do you know what, Ken? I was thinking this earlier on, right? With Saka, as we all know, he's only a young player, and obviously, we don't want him. We want it. Us being Arsenal fans, we're quite selfish, because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not upset if he doesn't play because I want him fresh for next season, right? But the way I look at it, to have gone there and just the experience of playing around, those senior players and to be there and, get a taste of what a tournament feels like. And hopefully next season we're going to see, do you know what I mean? It's a bit more experience. He knows a bit more about what it's about.
Exactly.
Those things off the pitch, I think, will be a great help to him. Do you know what I mean?
I think with Bukayo Saka, it seems like the only person who wanted Bukayo Saka to get into the England squad was Bukayo Saka. It seems, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's just, as you said, it's a very good, like I said, experience for him. And, like I said, you are going to need something to come off the bench. He didn't start a day, didn't get on a pitch, neither did Grealish. But I said before, we have to look at a long tournament, you know what I mean? Sterling, was probably the one that everyone wanted to come out the side for Grealish, but he delivered. He scored his goal, but he played well as well. He led by example. So again, there are players who know that if they don't perform, they're going to be dropped, and someone is going to come and take their place and try and make a claim for it. And I think that's the way you have to do it. There shouldn't be a close shot. But saying that, Croatia, didn't hurt England, but you would have thought that someone like Scotland will try and exploit the fact, next Friday that Trippier at left back, that's a concerning thing. People just look at Scotland and think, oh yeah, it's going to be a derby game. They're going to play like English teams, but Scotland are going to come to win.
Yeah.
They come win. They did very well to get here. They got a formation. They've got a goal threat. Not just from from Adams. Dietz as well. He's got a lot of pace, but Christie as well. So they have no fear of England. They know about the English boys, and they know full well that it'll give them great pleasure to come and get something next week. So. But, in terms of Scotland, they've got to play to Czechs first and concentrate on that and then leave the derby game to next week. But England themselves dust themselves down. If I was the players, I'd just pace myself. No training tomorrow.
Yeah. Concentrate more on your recovery, innit, Kenny? Yeah.
Especially in this weather as well. Another thing with this tournament as well, because, like I said, we've basically seen 12-month football.
Yeah,
and that's because of the pandemic. But in general, what's happened is that we have to look at the situation as well. Is that it's going to be like one of those things where because of the fact that these tournaments have to be played, the sponsors have got to be satisfied. The players are going to have to pace themselves in all tournaments.
Christ. This is a fact. 4737 Carlin, thank you very much, mate. Not sure if all commentators picked up on the starting 11 not having a Man United or Liverpool player for the first time since 1996. Wow.
Well, I haven't picked something, but now you think about it, yeah, definitely need something because Liverpool and Man United have probably been one of our most successful clubs over the last 30 years. But then again, Arsenal have been, mightily successful up until like 2004 or 5. And we don't seem to be blessed with a lot of England starters as well. So maybe Arsenal fans can say something about that as well. Yeah. But, again, I look at it's just one of those things, isn't it? You look at Spain's side, the players that I don't see many Real Madrid players in there. It's sometimes players perform better for their countries than they do for their clubs.
Yeah, no, it's fact. Speaking of Lone Star here, he put up that thing earlier on about Sterling, 13 goals in the last 17 games for England. Yeah. You can't ignore that, Ken.
Well, yeah, and I don't think Gareth Southgate ignored that as well. But I think what's happened, there's an industry that seems to be going after Sterling and Rashford as well. There's that apparently people think that both of them should just shut up and carry on football, but I look at it this way. I don't see the problem. They both come from sort of working class areas. Clearly had situations brought up by, like single mothers who have struggled financially. Obviously, they're going to want to put something back in the community because, as much as we have a rich country in terms of almost in terms of economics, there's still a poor people who rely on these things like school meals or rely on problems with private housing, and those two are just using the platform. I don't see what the problem is. What they're doing, I think what's happened is that I think people need to cut people some slack. You know what I mean? They talk about politics of football and blah blah blah. You know, 1 minute you call footballers yobs and idiots who get pissed and drunk and put it about and make practice themselves. And when footballers do good things, it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, you know, cut these guys some slack. They're not only, they've got social conscience, they can play football very well.
Exactly. Look, Don Kenny, come on.
Jake, you up, mate?
Yeah, Jake's a real one, mate. 4 dislikes. What AJ? Sorry. Do you know what, AJ? Mate, believe it or not, dislikes also help. So it's not a problem.
Yeah, but I think people entitled opinions. People.
Yeah.
You put yourself out there, and people.
We're not for everyone, are we?
You're not for it, but what's happened is that with everyone doing YouTube in the last couple of years, there's a lot of choice now. If you're not like one new channel, you go to another one, you become a regular one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of the things. Not everyone has to watch the same channel. Yeah, exactly, probably Lone Star. But it's just about like one of the things that we always complained about under Swen was not having a left-sided player, and you've got left-sided players now. And what's happening is that left-footed players play on the right. and right-footed players on the left. So everyone's inverted now. Even at fullback, it seems.
Listen, Ken, we got away with it today, mate. But I tell you, let's be honest, against a better team, he can't be putting Trippier there. Can't.
Well, not at all. And that's it. But again, it's a circle of trust, isn't it? Did he put him there for set pieces? Or did he put him there because he doesn't trust the other two defensively? But you know what I mean? Because both have come up for criticism. When especially Chilwell's getting criticised under Lampard, and obviously Jose Mourinho and Luke Shaw didn't always see eye to eye in terms of off the field things. So maybe that's a thing. But again, Southgate trusts Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier didn't do that badly. In fact, he did pretty well. But what's the difference between Southgate and Mikel? Well, at the moment, both what I call big game experience. Although Southgate got Middlesbrough relegated, but he's an FA man, and I think that's the thing. I think both what they are similar. They're both company men who basically have the complete trust of it seems of their bosses. Because FA like Southgate, he speaks before he speaks, eloquent, speaks well, and he's gone through the ranks in terms of the junior game. So he's an FA man, just a bit like Ron Williams was about 40 years ago. And we've got the same sorts of thing nowadays. Mikel, maybe Unai wasn't a company man, and therefore he was seen as, like I said, dispensable. But, Mikel comes across as a company man. Hence the fact that they're going to give him as much time as he comes. But, yeah, that's similarities, both company men.
Yeah, no, exactly. Couldn't agree with you more, mate. Couldn't agree with you more. But it was all right, Ken. I weren't expecting a great game, if I'm honest with you. But for me, it's like I said to you earlier.
Football, though. You got to remember one thing. You've just seen Belgium don it up. You see them, like I said, clubs in the Premiership don it up. Man City don it up a bit. You've seen Champions League games where big clubs have done it up. International football is always going to be like a chess match for a lot of football fans who like league football and like their football frenetic. Like Terry was talking about the freneticism or lack of it in the game, and I think Terry not in that heat. I mean, I'm looking at the players now, and looking at Ryan Sterling, look like he's just come out of sauna. And we're talking to Tyrone Mings as well. Looks like coming out of sauna. I think it's one of those things,
Yeah. No, exactly. And look, let's be honest. I mean, they're coming off the back of a grueling season as well. They've I'm not one to make excuses for these players, but you have to factor that in. You have to factor that. They've gone straight out of that into this. They're not going to be going at it hammer and tongs from the first game.
Well,
it's chess, it's not checkers, Ken. You know what I'm saying?
But you've got to look at another thing as well. It's about ball retention as well, as we've always thought that England didn't keep the ball that well. So there are going to be times when they have to, in order to keep their position, slow down the tempo a bit. And I think so that Croatia slowed down the tempo a bit, but again, no cutting edge, and that's what's cost them. But you know what's happened, right? Croatia is one of those teams who could lose their first game and go all the way to the final. That's that's how football is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I've seen many a team do that. You know what I mean? You know, Holland lost their first game, went on to win the title in '82. Sorry, '88, and then '92, Denmark lost their first. Denmark did great in shapes, scraped through to semi-finals, went and won it. So sometimes, yeah. Ron Green was a fantastic coach. He's definitely 100% a better coach in terms of than you know, like Gareth Southgate was. But I always thought that England's results under Ron Greenwood in 1980, in '82, I just thought that, you know, they were a bit conservative. You know, conservative. I think they relied a bit too much on Kevin Keegan under Ron Greenwood. And you always thought that they were a bit conservative, you know. I always thought Ron is a company man, was a company man. God bless his soul. But yeah, he came across that when he was the manager. Like, obviously, you know, it was between him and Brian Clough for the England job, and they went for the company man in 1977 after Don Revie went to Saudi Arabia.
Bloody hell. Well, hence why they call Brian Clough the best manager never to have managed England.
Exactly, that's the situation as well. That's the situation as well. You know, you know, everyone talks about being a big name, but international football's not easy. It's not easy. You know, Capello, one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Oh yeah, come on, he's up there. Yeah,
and you know, he tried everything to change me, but you know, he just didn't have the players, or the players couldn't play the way they wanted. But you know, his experience at club level can't be questioned. You know what I mean? Maybe Joseph, he became Portugal. You know, Portugal coach, he might struggle. You know what I mean? It's some, you know. And another thing as well, international football is a job that probably an older man's job as well, in terms of the fact that they're not going to spend the day to day, you know, like I said, level of coaching that they had, that managers at club level. So maybe that's a situation where a lot of big names weren't touching the international jobs. Why would they? They're going to want to do as much as they want at club level. Then they'll think about it. Roberto Martinez had no choice after he got sacked by Everton, but he's looking like $1 million because he's got $1 million pound, you know, $1 million team. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's got an embarrassment of riches, Ken. Yeah. Let's be real.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, at the moment, but you would have thought that with the embarrassment of riches, he has to win the tournament this year. He has to win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. This is the thing, though. I look at when we're asking everyone who does everyone think is going to win this Euros. I know a lot of people are plumping for France. I don't really hear many people mentioning Belgium. But then when you look at their squad, Ken, right, Belgium's problem, they remind me a little bit of PSG, where you look at class players, but they're all individuals, right? If they can play as a team somehow, oh my God, they could dominate. You know, but
you've got to remember one thing. The reason why they lost the World Cup semi-final against France because France can defend. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. Hello.
I can't hear Kenny.
Oh, I can't hear you, Ken. Hey, I can't hear Kenny now.
I think it froze.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Ken.
Yeah.
Can you hear Kenny now, Tell?
Yeah, someone tried to ring me, so yeah, that's why I was...
Oh, sorry. Right, okay.
Hey, Tell, guys, I'm going to have to go because I've got to put a call coming through, so if you're doing something tomorrow evening, I could see if I can come on. You've got
cool.
Tomorrow. All right, speak to you later, Dees.
Cheers, Ken. Love you, man. Love you. Oh, man. Player on.
How you doing, man?
You're Terrence. You're a joker. You crack me up, Tell. Oh, doesn't look like Mikel.
Well, what can we say? 3 points. Can't argue with that, mate.
Yeah, I can just about hear you.
What's going on with this?
Lost your voice, have you? What have you been up to? Oh, God.
Audio. Yeah.
Sort out the audio.
right.
Terrence
Yeah,
in the
no,
bush.
can you hear us now?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, go on.
No,
What do you
3
reckon?
points, mate. 3 points. Not the best performance, I don't think, from us. Gareth
Or
Southgate
them.
tactics. Or them, to be honest. They're a bit
Mm.
like... who did Italy play?
Turkey.
Turkey. It was a bit like Turkey performance, wasn't it, really, for
Yeah.
Croatia today. I'm a bit disappointed with the substitutions that he made. Should have brought Grealish on. Definitely, without a shadow of doubt. But we've got the 3 points. We're top. We move on. Let's just hope moving forward, Diesel, that I just don't like the bit, you know what I mean, when we score a goal and we sit back again. You know what I mean? Harry Kane was isolated up there on his own most of the game. Do you know what I mean? Where we were sitting back in our own half, Diesel. Don't know what you think.
Yeah. No, same as you, really, mate. I did. Okay, nice. I did say to Kenny and to the guys in the chat as well that I think before the game, if you'd have said, look, we're going to play poorly, so are they, but we're going to win it 1-0, we're going to get 3 points, I think as fans, we'd all probably have taken it. I think it's that, you know, my whole thing was, it's the very first game. It's imperative we do not lose, because if we lose, then straight away we're under so much pressure. Yeah, but obviously I would have. Yeah, the performance weren't there. Let's be fair. Croatia weren't all that. It was a bit of it. Look, it was more like a training session. I understand it's the temperatures out there. I can imagine, you know, they're playing through that heat. It's humid. But for me, the main thing is the first game. As long as we got the 3 points, I'm happy with that. 3 points in the bag, we move on. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
I
mean?
totally agree, mate. With this weather thing, yeah, I understand that it's not out there, but we're playing in England, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? So it ain't as if we're playing in a different country. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I don't agree with the weather thing. I just think it's the tactics, personally. I just think we looked slow for about 70 minutes of the game. We defended too deep. You know what I mean? But for the first 10 minutes, Diesel, I thought we looked phenomenal. If we would have kept that pace up in that first half, I think we'd have easily been 2 or 3-0 up. But
that's what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse for us, though, isn't it? Because like we saw how they started, so we're thinking, so the first 10 minutes, this is the tempo that they need to stay at, right? Then obviously it dropped, right? Second half, we get that goal tell, and we think, go for the kill now, because Croatia have got to come out. They've got to, you know what I mean? So hopefully that will create a bit more space. Then we can obviously get some balls behind. Bring on, Grealish. He works his bit of magic. We could have done this 2 or 3-0 and bagged a few goals.
Yeah.
But we scored the goal, and then from that goal onwards, we went back to being. It was like 1-0. Like Arsenal of old. 1-0. Shut up shop. Take off Kane, bring on Bellingham, shore it up the midfield.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. We move on. It was like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, I totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree with everything you're saying. And the worst thing at the moment for me is when we start playing better teams. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Croatia, but when we start playing better teams like Italy, France, Belgium, if we play that sort of way with them tactics, then I'm afraid we'll be coming home. Not it's coming home.
Yeah. I like that one. Terrence. No, I totally agree, mate.
He's got to start. I think the worst thing for me is that this, Gareth Southgate. I know we keep saying Diesel and things like that, but I don't think he truly believes that we can win it. I don't think he believes in our team, because if he believes in our team, let's be honest, we had Foden on and we had Mount on. Did you hear their names that often?
No. I thought Calvin Phillips had a good game.
Yeah, I thought he had a good game, mate.
I thought he was decent. Yeah.
I mean, when you got players like Foden and Mount on, and when you bring players on like Saka and Grealish, we can't be saying to them, you know what I mean, you need to sit back with 10 men behind the ball. Do you know what I mean? Because that's not the way they play, Diesel. No,
but that's also what worries me a little bit is if we were that poor against a team who were equally as poor. Let's be honest, we just about beat them 1-0, and they weren't great. They were poor as well.
Yeah.
So my whole thinking is, well, blimey, if we're scraping to a 1-0 win against a team like that who are poor on the day, when we eventually play one of these big boys, What's going to happen?
Exactly.
Do you know?
Exactly. I think really we should have been, even in the couple of friendlies that we've had, we should have been going out there and making a statement to all these teams and saying, look, we're England, we're here, we've got the team this time to come out and beat us, but we're not showing that, mate. You know what I mean? It's just even let's be honest, even for for about 60 minutes of that game, even the crowd were poor and muted, if you know what I mean. It was just a bit boring in some patches for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll take your word for it because obviously I had the volume off.
Yeah.
But but no, if that's what you're saying. So Lone Star's put in.
The first 10 minutes, Diesel, the crowd were fantastic considering there's only, I think, 22,500 in the stadium. The crowd was, you know what I mean? And they was booing Croatia when they was on the ball and cheering when we got the ball back and things like that. But then after that first 15 minutes, it went a bit dead because obviously the tactics was dead.
Do you know what though? Right, they did put the camera. I was watching the game, and they did put the camera to the fans, and I could see there that they put the camera on these two birds. Right, one of them was absolutely stunning. Yeah, that more or less made the stream for me. Honestly, brunette wearing glasses. Oh my god. Oh.
So we're all watching the game and you're watching the girls, is that right?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I had to leave the stream for like a couple of minutes and go to the toilet. But anyway, but yeah, it was, so yeah, that was all right. Diesel's at me. Lone Star's put here very quickly. Lone Star's put, we're not tactically naive, different approach for different opposition. Which I do. Look, it's the first game. I do get it. I don't know if we're being a bit harsh. It's a long tournament, isn't it? I get what Ken's saying. It's more chess. It's chess rather than checkers. You know, I do get it. Horses for courses, isn't it?
I don't get that, but how comes Italy went out and got 3 goals and Belgium went out and got 3 goals? Let's be honest. Let's be real here, Diesel. If we really went up another gear, especially after that first 10 minutes, we would have scored 3 goals, no problem.
Oh, especially against them, of course.
Exactly. So we can't make that excuse for me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because the reason why I say that is it's all right saying that, but if they would have equalised, I don't think we would have scored again. So we would have lost 2 points there. Yeah,
because I went for a 1-1 draw. I thought it'd be a draw.
Yeah.
And even when there was 10 minutes to go, I did have that little feeling, thinking England. You know what England are like? They lose focus just once, and Croatia could be in. It could be a set piece or whatever. So the fact that we got a clean sheet as well is, I suppose, in a way, it's a positive thing. But I think going, listen, we've got the first game out of the way. We've won it. We've got the points in the bag. Great, but we need to build on it now. So the second game, we need to. Do you know what? I see what you're saying because I'm not being negative, guys, in the chat. I assure you, we're not. I know we've won, and I'm buzzing about it. Don't get me wrong. But when you look at some of the gems we've got in this team, well, we've got enough talent there to be able to rip teams apart. Yeah, let's be real. We do. So if those players can play to the top of their ability, the exact same as how they do week to week, right, for their Premier League club teams, then as far as I'm concerned, we should be bagging 2, 3, 4. So as we go on the next game, let's see. We could. Because to tell, even I said to the guys and to Kenny as well, even at half time when it was 0-0, I look at the bench. We've got some game changers on the bench.
Yeah.
So we have got firepower, on the sideline. Should we need to change something, when you look at Grealish, he can come on and turn the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
I totally agree with you. Look, again, I'll say it again, Diesel. If we were to carry on with that pace like we did after that first 10, 15 minutes, this would be a whole different stream because everyone would be buzzing. Everyone would be buzzing because no one would have seen that coming. Let's be honest, the way that we played in that first 10, 15 minutes.
Is that Tony?
This is Tony.
Diesel.
Tone!
How you doing, mate?
Love you, son. Love you. Legend. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. I'm just looking at myself.
Nice one.
It's you, actually. It's you. I thought I was looking at myself.
Yeah, come on. I hope he's keeping you in check, Tone. Oh, brilliant. No, nice one. How's your day been, mate? All right?
Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves. It's been lovely, mate. I've had work
Nice
with him.
one.
I've tried to put me in his
Yeah.
place.
You told him about the old therapist. Like, I'm willing to pay for it, Tone. Tell him.
I did, mate. I did.
He ain't got to put his hand in his pocket, is he? He's getting a freebie here. I don't know why he needs to think about it. Nah, nice one, mate. Nice one.
Listen. Like we said, you know what I mean. It is the first game. Hopefully, we will get more into this tournament. Let's have it right, because Friday night is a much bigger game. Bigger game. England versus Scotland. They're going to be up for it, like they always are. They're going to want to get revenge after Euro '96, especially what Gaz have done. But we need to come out firing on all cylinders on that game, Diesel. Because I think if we play like we did today, Scotland will beat us.
I like this one. Did you see? That's Tony to the left of him. I think Mikel's on the right side.
No, this is Barry.
Bazza! How are you, mate?
Yeah, good.
Blimey, Chell, you got a few around there, haven't you? Hey? Good Lone Star. It can't always be strawberries and orgasms, Terry. Be positive. Come on.
Look, Lone Star's going against me now.
Yeah, Lone Star's my new best mate. I'm telling you, he's my new best friend.
Listen, mate, I'm going to shoot off.
Good night. Enjoy your day, man. Big up to Tony and to Barry and to everyone else who's there, yeah?
Thanks a lot, Diesel.
All right, love you guys, man. No worries.
And everyone in the chat, come on. Hit the like button. Diesel's doing a fantastic job, yeah?
Exactly. Smash the likes, man. Come now. Make me big.
Have a good one, mate. Chill out.
Oh, mate, wish you well. Speak to you later.
Later on, mate. Bye-bye.
Later on. Oh, mate, nice one. Where are we? So, yeah, guys, there you have it. Got Tony, the Joker. You know, Ricardo, I look younger than Terry. 167 likes. Blimey, I'll tell you what, that's a lot more than what I thought we'd get, if I'm honest with you. Anyone who watches this, I'm not really talking to the guys who are watching right now. I'm assuming each and every one of you has smashed the like button. If you haven't, then please do it. What are you waiting for? Come on, I've been only going on about this the whole stream. But anyone who watches this back in playback, then again, please, would really appreciate it if you do smash the likes for us. It helps us in ways you would not believe. As far as the channel goes, as far as the way algorithms work on YouTube. So hitting the like button, honestly, it's the best thing that you could do for us. It really is. Hence why I bang on about it all the time, and a lot of the guys in the chat do as well. So for anyone who has smashed it, even if you dislike it, either way, just smash the button. Honestly, guys, I really do appreciate it. Once again, thank you for the guys for tuning in and watching. Like I said to you at the start, and I said this to you yesterday as well, the games that we cover, whether they're good, bad, indifferent, poor, crap, brilliant, great, exciting, boring, whatever it is, the one thing that you are guaranteed on the Banter channel is a bit of banter, humour and a few laughs. Yeah, so I'm hoping, hand on heart, I'm hoping that obviously I delivered that to you guys today. I'm assuming I did because, you guys are coming in with the likes and the jokes, and you're contributing loads and loads of comments. So yeah, I'm hoping that you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Listen, I love these things. I just like catching up with you guys and having a laugh. I'm sitting here in my living room on my laptop, just having a bit of banter with you guys, and for me, that's enough for me. So listen, I love what I do. I love the fact that you guys do. I love the fact that you guys tune in to watch. I love the fact that I can always rely on the same usual suspects in the chat. No matter what time we go out live, the same people are in the chat. So you give up a lot of your time for us. And honestly, guys, I say this every time, that is so humbling for us. And we are so appreciative of it as well. It's absolutely brilliant what we've built here. I'm so proud of it. I really am. And listen, long may it continue, because I'm really enjoying the ride. I'm just a normal bloke who's struck it lucky, shall we say. That's how I look at it. I've struck it lucky with this channel and with you guys as well. So you know what, guys, thank you very much. AJ Byte as well. I can see 172 likes. For how many people were watching, that's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully we'll get a few more when a lot of people watch us on playback. Big up Diesel, you and the chat and the whole chat are real ones. Exactly, AJ. Come on, mate. Big up yourself. You too. Absolute real one. Zoe Thomas, every time you put a comment in, Zoe, it's always a positive. It's always really nice to us. So Zoe, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Great stream as usual. And you know what, Zoe, you're a Chelsea fan now, so that, yeah, props to you even more, because I thought you'd banter me right now, but you never do. You're always nice to me. So thank you very much, Zoe. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Loro, top effort, old mate. Thank you very much, Loro. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Ricardo, great to see Tell relaxing. His comments there were said with the sun in his eyes. And the sun, by the sun, he means Mikel, or Mikel's juice, whatever you want to call it. Steve RFC7, it's been a fantastic stream. Steve, another one, always nice to me, mate, on us in general. Thank you very much, Steve. I really, really appreciate that. S2PYT. If you don't hit the like button, I will hunt you down, mate, and I will be behind you. I'll hunt them down with you. Come on, eh? Be like, what's his name? Robert McCall in Equalizer and John Wick. You're John Wick, I'm Robert McCall. We're going to hunt them together. Come on, we'll find them together. Big up yourself. Guys, I'm going to go. It's still decent weather, so I'm going to try and make the most of the rest of the Sunday I've got. Thank you very much, guys. Love you all, and we'll see you very, very soon. I'm trying to think of when we're on next. If it's oh yeah, and also, by the way, apologies for last night as well, because we was meant to cover that stream, but I couldn't get Mikel to untie Terry in time to do the Belgian game. I know you're going to laugh and think I'm joking. I'm actually being dead serious. I couldn't get him to untie him, so that's the whole reason why we didn't do the game last night. But listen, we'll be on very, very shortly, very soon. So please hit the bell button, the notification, so that when we do go live, you get notified half an hour before we're due to go live. And other than that, guys, make have a great weekend, or what's left of it anyway. Enjoy yourselves, sun yourselves up, try and get a tan just like me, because look, as you can see, I'm golden brown at the moment, and it makes my teeth look even whiter. So do you know what? It's a double whammy, isn't it? It's a win-win. Love yous all. Laters. Arteta out. Love yous.